comes from him.
Turkey
Alright, should be good now.
sandwich.
Turkey sandwich. Does anybody remember what was going on last time?
Oh, we were fighting. Pretty much
I
the whole
entered
time.
midway, so someone else will have to tell me.
Well, we fought Angel Corpse thing, and we fought the Ravager, and we fought them, and we fought them, and we fought them. And then we realized, maybe not fighting the Ravager was the best idea. And then all of a sudden, poof! So now we seem to be in a moment of rest and relaxation.
Then yeah, Otto's making masonry tools to see if we can chip away at this belt from the Ravager.
Well, we can't do that yet. We don't have the tipping thingy yet, no?
That's why we took the short rest, so that Otto can make those.
Ah,
Because
right.
he can do them he can make tools on a short rest.
And you naturally have proficiency with that, yeah?
Double check.
I would assume, a builder.
You have to remember, he may not necessarily be a builder. He is giving himself the tools.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. But like a tinkerer of magical stuff, you'd think that would come with a base knowledge of how to build things.
Let's see. I'm just going off of my proficiencies. I got Tinker's tools, Thieves tools, Jeweler's tools, Woodcarver's tools, Alchemist tools, Smith's tools. That's all it says. So I don't think he is good.
So everything but masonry.
Yeah.
The band tool.
Bandsaw. So
Man tool.
so
Who's at the band?
if that becomes a problem, then if we take a day, tomorrow I could become proficient in masonry tools, but that would be tomorrow.
How does that work?
Trance, that's how that works. As an astral elf, I can channel ancestors and be like, hey, is any one of you a mason? Yeah, I am. Cool. I'm gonna borrow your soul for a bit. Borrow your knowledge. That's
Were
one
you
of
able
the...
to successfully short rest, Joe, or no?
Let's see.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yay!
Alright.
Short rest,
So as Otto
okay.
finishes doing the tools, he's gonna think to himself for a second and just gonna say, oh.
I don't know how to use these.
I don't remember if I was ever taught how to use these, actually.
Hubert?
Yes, that would be quite the problem.
Hubert looks to you.
You have any idea?
No.
I see.
Are we allowed to ruminate on this until tomorrow?
I'm not sure we have until tomorrow, to be perfectly honest.
Well, if we have until tomorrow, if we can be afforded that luxury, I have the ability to become proficient in any myriad number of tools. Should I be able to be given the day to contact the spirits of my ancestors? The problem is it requires a solid night's rest.
Hold on. I might have an idea. It's may or may not work. Then she's going to pull out the Agam jewel and try and summon Agam.
You hold the emerald aloft, and as you go to channel the magic, a sinking feeling appears in your gut as you notice the the necrotic magic floating in the air, seeming to float toward the emerald.
All right, yeah, she's gonna put the kibosh to that real quick.
Can people recount the last 20 seconds? Somebody came in the door.
Adel tried to summon Agam. Necrotic energy in the air started wafting over, and Adel was like, "Yeah, no, let's stop that."
Yeah, no. It appears that there's something. Curious.
Definitely something in the air, right?
There's indeed something in the air.
I have a feeling we're heading towards its source.
Hmm.
If you can tell. Take a look at this statue, because the only thing keeping the Ravager like that is some sort of curse or another. If you're confident that he's going to remain like that in a few hours from now, then sure, we can rest. But if you're unsure, then we should try and get that thing off of him first.
I mean, if I may, what I know about elves, don't you only need like 4 hours to have a rest?
6.
I only require 4.
Wait, is it 4 or is it 6?
4.
4.
What?
A lot can happen in 4 hours.
Yeah,
As long as we meditate.
Yeah. So
All
it's like
right.
if it's...
Okay, hold on. Do we know what is what on him? Like, what causes what?
We know that his belt right now is what is housing the X's amulet.
Okay, and we don't know if the him being the stone he is caused by a separate thing.
It's not. It's. She pauses.
Well, allow me to discern it then. Use some detect magic. See if I can't discern what's what on this guy.
You know that the belt's magical.
But I don't sense any other magical thing on him? Or any aura?
Presently, the only thing magical about him is the belt. Mostly because the rest of him is petrified.
Well, I can go through a foot of stone, so...
The problem is that any magical items he was holding or wearing are made of stone, meaning they do not have magical properties any longer.
Okay, let me rephrase, DM. I'm looking for an aura on him specifically.
The belt.
See? No, not any items on...
Saying the
If I
aura
can
that's
find
coming
anything
from
on
it was
him.
just coming from the belt itself. I don't think he has an aura since he's petrified is what he's trying to say.
Bingo.
The man himself has no aura. The only magical thing is the petrified belt.
Gotcha. Alright, well, I'm not detecting any magic on him personally, so... The belt's the only thing I can detect, and... Considering his items are all stone, it's kind of hard to tell.
I remember that when I attempted to, shall we say, end him, for some reason, when I cast magic on him, he seemed to repel it or nullify it. So, I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed as if something about him was negating my magic, whether it was also a byproduct of the belt or whether he was just simply too angry to be affected is...
Well, let me try this from a different angle then. We're gonna see if he has some sort of characteristic we're not aware of.
You cannot target him.
No?
He is not an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Okay, so we know he's not these categories. Good.
He is technically an object.
How dare you? Do not objectify him.
He is a statue.
He is a proud and awesome dwarf guy, and yeah.
Okay, then part 2 then. Is something within 30 feet of me magically consecrated or desecrated then?
The entire land you're standing on
Magically desecrated?
seems so.
Interesting. Okay. That's still a bit of useful knowledge.
Yes.
I was just gonna give Jubilee a flat look and then look up at the sky.
Well, you never know when some place is just a wasteland from famine or something like that. Or if it's
It'll
by
then
magical means.
it'll then look over at the angel flesh golem and the dragon flesh golem and the necrotic energy everywhere.
There's a difference between magical things, necrotic things around, and magical desecration.
If you
In
say
this,
so.
Should think
In this case, I do not believe there is.
when you magically consecrate or desecrate something, it leaves a unique signature, as it were,
Indeed, it does.
rather than just regular necrosis or necromantic magic. It's got its own unique flavor.
Well, necromantic magic in itself is a magical signature, as is a aura from a, say, a necrotic being.
Correct, but again, to magically consecrate or desecrate something, like I said, it kind of has its own unique touch.
He's
So
that
for me
acid.
to
Literally.
So if I'm detecting magical desecration, even amongst these necrotic beings and flesh golems, still quite interesting to know.
Be that as it may, is that linked to the blood ravager in any way?
Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that's a no, but it's a bit of information to hold on for another time. Put a pin in. Again, I was trying to see if I could find anything about him himself, but fortunately, nothing doing.
Personally, I feel uncomfortable leaving him alone here for 4 hours, and I'm even more uncomfortable in leaving him in the magnificent mansion for 4 hours.
That's a fair point.
What's up? I'd have to read the spell to know.
Post spell.
Choose one skill which you lack proficiency in. For the spell's durations, you have proficiency in the chosen skill. Well, I would say, since it specifies skills, it's skills.
Yes.
Not 1 hour, it's ring hour.
Exclamation point!
Insert hour here.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to derive whatever knowledge we can about this situation so we don't just leave it here.
Roll history, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
You have learned that certain liches would have to go out of their way to desecrate the land, because it would be more or less changing the land to fit the need that they want it to fit. However, depending on how powerful the lich is, some of their energy could essentially radiate off of them and corrupt the land around them, making changes to it naturally.
You have the floor. They typically have, those particularly strong ones typically radiate an aura of necrosis.
All right.
Particularly strong enough to not only curse Barbiel, she then gestures over to the angel flesh golem, but to curse potentially tens or 20s worth of angels to mortality.
Oh, I would say far more than that.
I doubt it's instantaneous, though.
Remember what Barbiel said. The curse was instantaneous.
I was not here for that instance, I think.
I see. Well, let me catch you up to speed. The archangels partook in the battle against Rashi, and that occurred here in the Dragon Country when Rashi was genociding the dragons. It was such a terrible war that the gods had to intervene. The angels did so first, and then Melki, the goddess of life and peace, came along as well. It seems during that war there was a necromancer around here. I don't know if he was on Rashi's side or if he was just a bystander, but he ended up cursing Barbiel during that fight, during that war, to a point that he became mortal. And judging by by the flesh golem here, he cursed many more angels into mortality as well. Otherwise, that golem wouldn't exist. And then he turned them into that, let alone the fact of what he did to the dragons. I have a feeling that, well, that's in conjunction with what we know about what's going to happen to Otto once we reach our destination. I have a feeling that this lich is not like any magical being we have seen before.
Yes, this would be a lich of absolutely phenomenal power.
If we do go in there to fight, one of us, if not all of us, is going to die.
Likely.
But that's something we should deal with for another time. And she gestures back to the raptor. We still have him, the debacle of him to deal with. Please, you'll just raise her hand. Why don't you put him in a thingy? What do you call it? That
And if he wakes up in it, then what?
He shrugs. He holds his breath for a very long time.
And if we don't realize he woke up?
She shrugs again. Oh well.
It
Very
seemed to be your
well.
forte.
I do, but I tried to remove the curse on him and he started unpetrifying.
Did we not attempt to remove the curse of another afflicted with one of these amulets at one point?
And that did not end well.
Remind me, what happened?
I believe that it was ineffective because they didn't cast it high enough.
True. Xanthodon is an immensely powerful. She glances over to Hubert.
Yes.
Demon?
Correct.
She then continues. So it makes sense that we wouldn't be able to undo the curse by ourselves.
Yes. I do not. I could learn very quickly. In a couple minutes.
That is very quickly.
It is around my neck. Yes? You wish for me to use the focus to cast it, yes? That is a good idea. I approve of this. Does it, you said you had it, yes? The spell? Just gonna check something.
A
Excellent.
what level? Fortunately, right now the highest I can do is a 5th. I kind of used my strongest spells against, and she just sheepishly gestures over to the angel golem.
That is why we have this. And she pats her focus.
Very well.
Can anyone hand me their spell books that I may transcribe the remove curse spell?
They don't have spell books, LV.
You're just gonna have to write it down.
Okay.
Beastie will go over to her and will helpfully hand her the 300 pages she got from the trap dungeon.
Thank you.
Oh, you got paper.
Fantastic. Wonderful.
We don't know if they're all blank, but you know, it's something.
Very well. Give me a moment. And I'll transcribe the remove curse spell.
So,
Ow.
meanwhile,
How will you transcribe the remove curse spell?
With paper and a pen.
Do you know remove curse?
That's what I want to do.
they're verbally telling her.
That is not how you learn magic.
Yes, I need like like the recipe card basically.
Yeah, the problem is nobody has the recipe card, so you can't.
We've just been winging it.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, right.
transcribe
You need an
it.
actual spell scroll in order to transcribe into
I
a
do.
thingy, don't you?
That's why I was saying, does anyone have their spell book so I could write it down?
As you're talking to a sorcerer, a bard, and a warlock.
Oh.
Otto? Do you have anything like that?
Does anyone have a door?
A door?
A door. I see no
And
other.
even then, I don't think it would work anyway.
Guys? That's
Yes.
Scalodius. Points.
What the fuck is that?
As
fantastic.
Scalodius point, you see a large entity made of bone, a gem hung in its chest, holding its skeletal hand over the flesh golem as the mounds of flesh are being pulled into its hand as it appears to be here to retrieve the body.
What the fuck is that?
Wait. Elle's gonna step in front of George. Wait.
We
And
can
she'll
follow
look to
it.
the creature. Yeah. And I don't think we're in any position to fight that thing either.
And after, sure,
Yeah, can I all do one too?
Yes.
Okay. Gonna assume it's something of this plane.
possibly. The best you guys can assume is it appears to be some form of skeletal golem.
What's up with the jewels in its chest?
Good question.
Probably its power source, if I had to take a guess.
It seems that's the best explanation. It does seem like a golem made out of skeletal parts.
As long as it's not hostile, I believe we just let it do its business.
And
And basically follow it.
and after it is done collecting the golem, it will slowly turn 3 skeletal heads to face all of you, seeming to be sizing you up.
Have one back up, he says while pointing to these 3 things. That's going to, like, try and lead George away in this direction.
yes. I believe we
Yes.
should leave the custodian to its work.
Yeah, Jubilee just hand on Jubilee hand on Adel's shoulder as we back up, just to keep her within arm's reach.
Species going to try and pick up the Ravager, actually.
Roll athletics.
Alright, Beastie, don't have your strength fail you now. Mother of mercy. If only I raged. Yay.
The fulcrum, the fulcrum. Flask.
You can drag him slowly with you.
Okay.
Good enough.
And she'll be like, Robo Rabbit, come on.
Beep boop.
The scraps. Ow.
Father, I am in pain.
Why did you build me to feel
Father,
pain?
Father, I am pinned here.
Father, ow.
Father, if I could suffer pain, I could only imagine it is excruciating.
Right.
It will watch you all for a while before the gem in its chest glows a bit, as its whole body does, before it disappears via
Well, so much
what
for
appears to
following.
be a teleportation spell.
It appears
Oh, that's out to sigh.
it appears the custodian has finished doing its housekeeping for the day.
Or
Oh, dear.
rather, the errand boy retrieved the package it was supposed to get.
Bloom Hollow.
Yes.
How long do you think it will take you to learn either the spell or learn how to properly use the masonry tools?
The masonry tools 20 or as long as it will take me to have a decent night's rest. The spell, on the other hand, I need to retrieve a spell scroll or parchment that contains the spell itself. I don't know how long does it take to untune?
Hold on,
DM.
I'm chewing.
Sorry.
The only
What
way
you
to
chewing on?
bread. The only way to unattune to an item I have attuned to is to attune to another item. Or I think you can be away from it for long enough, but we'll just say for simplicity's sake, it takes the same amount of time as attuning to an item.
So
Which would take
An
how
hour.
long? An hour?
A short rest.
Okay, so hour-ish.
Okay.
but
I would
that
say-
means you'd have to be literally focusing on and attuning to it then.
Yes,
If that's the case.
takes a while.
And we don't have a while, so right now Scalodius is looking over the belt and seeing if there's just a way to just unclasp it.
Firmly clasp it.
Scalodius raises his hand.
Priest.
What kind of amulet does he have again?
The
the
one
dragon
where
touch
people get
focus.
angry.
Oh no! Oh, you're talking about.
Oh, if that's the case, grabs the waist.
Hubert, stop him, please.
Something tells me I don't have to.
And just nothing happens.
Nope.
Look,
I don't think that amulet's the right one then.
it's because it's stone right now, Scalodius. But right now, yes, right now,
But with something that
I-
powerful, if we were, if I remember correctly from the demon thing, and I could be wrong, but don't these amulets usually have a will of their own?
yes, that does not
So
affect.
what's
That
stopping it
does
from
not
jumping to a different host?
because it's stone. You have a will
I
of your
believe
own,
that
but if
powerful.
you're maybe so, but being turned to stone is being turned to stone.
Oh, I just figured something that powerful might be able to break out of it.
A fair enough assessment, but it seems it's not that powerful.
You just see Jubilee tilt her head like, I hate that he's kind of right.
Be that as it may, I do think that we need to cut our losses here. We will take the Ravager into your magnificent mansion. We'll get some rest. We'll try to tip or cast it off of him once we are all rested, and then we'll continue forward. Huberts will keep an eye on him, and if he shows any sign of thawing, we'll deal with it.
So you wish for me to attempt to cast the mansion, or cast the spell Magnificent Mansion, while within the desecrated land?
You did so before.
I know, but I worry about it happening again now that the scenario has changed somewhat.
Well, do you have another? Yes, that is a good idea. Nail's going to start heading east. Wait, never east. West.
So I can drop the hut, right?
Yes.
Because that's what we were containing him in originally.
Yes.
Well,
Beastie'll drag the Ravager along.
this will help move the Ravager.
Oh.
What are my options? Problem is the dragon that I cast was not a meant creature. It was an illusion.
Oh, Matt, I do have some bad news though.
Uh-huh.
In order for you to equip both your staff and the wand, you will have to have the dual building feat.
Unfortunate.
Because
Well, I guess that's I guess I know what I'm taking next level.
because you can only wield 2 light weapons in both hands, whereas the quarterstaff is not a light weapon. So
That's a shame. I was hoping I could Gandalf it.
you can if you take the dual wielding feat.
I meant like now. Right. Hmm. I do not necessarily need any extra items. I have my own cadre of other things. I know I was going to give it to you temporarily, and I simply have my ring that I could reattune to. Do you want it, or should I give it to Adelsarde?
Best to give it to George.
Very well. Here you go. And LV will take off the focus and hand it to George, and will slip back on her ring of power, and will attune to it. I assume that was the suite of action, or the course of action. So yeah, I'll whip out the mansion, and then I will provide the focus to George and re-equip my ring of power.
All right.
On the road again.
Hey, George.
Road again.
After a few minutes of walking, you notice that you're beginning to feel slightly more revitalized, and after about 5 minutes of walking, you realize that you have regained 50 HP.
Huh?
What?
Yes.
Oh, I thought
Interesting.
it was all of us. Like, what the fuck? What
No.
happened?
It's George.
Well, as we were walking, Elvie is starting to regain HP as well, because of the Ring of Power's unique ability to give her hit points every.
It's probably something you've never felt before.
Nah. Is something the matter? Oh, that's nice.
I'll raise an eyebrow to this, but won't say anything.
All right. Okay.
Excellent. Ooh. Oh, interesting. I will borrow it temporarily then.
Hey. I'll stop in place after a bit. All right. I think we're safe here now.
Very well.
George, how much health were you missing from your health,
Uh-oh.
your hit point maximum?
I don't like that question.
Okay. After another few minutes, you'll realize that you are at full health.
That's cool.
Your wounds are healing, but they appear to be healing over with necrosis
Oh, no.
rather than being fully healthy skin.
Wait. Thorgrim will walk over. I've seen this before. You got like a necro leech thing on you or something. Here, hang on. I'm gonna take a look around for any bugs attached to this motherfucker.
Roll medicine.
Cool. One moment.
You look over George for a while, and you do find a small tick attached to his calf, right above his boot.
There you are, you little bastard. I'm gonna very gingerly remove it from him, and I'm gonna just be like, go away.
You pluck it. It begins to squirm its legs a bit, not seeming to be enjoying being removed from its host.
Okay. I will very delicately put it on the ground and step on it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Cool. Unarmed strike, I guess.
Man, whatever you want to use to roll to hit.
Okay. Ha-ta! Crit. Die, you motherfucker!
Die, potato. Switch.
Not today. There we go. Got that, little bastard. That whoa! I got it. It's fine.
Roll to hit with disadvantage since you're shooting yourself. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's good. It's good. Yeah, no problem. Not a fan of bugs.
You yell
What-
spoon.
What do you mean, like? Yeah, absolutely. He's doing a quick, like a long, slow scan of like head to toe, kind of just like, is he over here? Is he over here? Is he over here? Maybe moving, a little bit, just to see like, is it hiding underneath your like a shirt or something, or?
Huh?
Okay. I'll pocket that for later. Thorgrim just kind of goes, all right, should be good now. You're not gonna heal as quickly now, but at least there's no more of that necrosis crap. Yeah, no problem. Thorgrim will pat George kind of like on the arm and just be like, "All right, better keep moving, I guess." And he'll just turn around and walk away.
Well, no moving forward now. We should probably enter the magnificent mansion here.
Okay. LV will wordlessly take out door, will wordlessly put door in air, open door, and poof, there is door. Hello, door.
Hello, Mario.
Hello, Mario.
Mama Luigi.
The memes are mixing.
Yes, Mama Luigi to you.
That's Mama Luigi to you, Mario.
So we have very nice rest in mansion.
It would
Very nice, very evil.
Very nice, very. Oh yes.
Are there any discussions that you wish to have?
Before entering the mansion?
I mean, I would assume it would happen in the mansion.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I guess if Hubert's gonna be keeping over this watch over the statue, BC's gonna just be like standing next to him looking at the statue curiously.
What is it?
Do you think you could ever end up like that?
Petrified? Absolutely.
I mean, not that, though, yeah, me think you probably could be turned to stone. But no, like, really angry and attacking everything you see.
I doubt it.
Me no. Me think out of everyone, you have the most possibility in it.
I would
Wait,
not.
that's too big a word for Beastie. Ah, fuck it.
I would not be doing it in a mindless rage. It would be done with care and precision.
So, in a mindful rage?
Sure.
Why?
Why not?
No, like, oh, it's part of that training that you want me to go through that's maybe made you like that, yes?
No.
About what?
I find it easier to kill people when they're sleeping.
Would be effective.
I'm aware, Otto. Thank you.
Oh, just as he's
So-
walking over.
So then, if you entered a place where everyone was asleep, then you would be like this guy?
No. I would be far more quiet, less uncouth.
Me don't think me could ever be like that. She pauses. Well, me don't think me could ever be like that now.
Why is that?
Because me don't remember the last time me angry. Like upset, yes. Scared because of you, but never angry. Especially now. Me have too many people that cares about me.
Aw.
So it makes it easier to not really feel the bad feelings. You ever feel like that?
Not really.
Well, that's a shame. And she just elbows your leg. He'll make sure you start feeling like that eventually. Give it time, Gloomy.
Good luck with that.
Me no need luck, me have skill.
Everything requires a little bit of luck. Skill can only get you so far, after all.
Hmm.
You ever wonder what it's like to have a demon in your head?
Beastie will look over to Otto.
It's randomly.
Yes. Yes, when me get tattoos, me get weird voice in head all of a sudden that was telling me things to do and like was telling me these weird things, but apparently it's called thinking? That was weird to get used to.
Oh.
Otto just out here being the actual person with ADHD.
He's extremely smart, but very ADHD.
He sure is.
Like,
all the symptoms, dude.
like, two people are having a very specific conversation. Otto, for some reason. Have you guys ever thought about being possessed?
Yeah, I know, right? Like, literally the most ADHD thing it could have done.
Oh. There we go.
Have you ever had a demon in your head bag?
Head bag.
Not to my knowledge, I don't think so. I think the only time I ever had something happen in my head was when I was like going through that weird illusion or dream of me seeing my dad.
That wasn't an illusion bag. You did see your dad.
Well, no, before when we were in like the dream world.
Oh. What about you, Bag? Sorry, what about you, Gloomy? You ever had demon in your head?
No. I'm enough of a demon myself.
Beastie just laughs. Oh my gosh, Gloomy. You're such a nerd.
I'm trying to figure out which one of you operates more on demon time.
Still, that's a first for Hubert. Like, the most intimidating thing is just like, you're such a nerd.
Ah.
Anyway, Hubert does not seem bothered by being called this. Mostly because he isn't entirely sure what made-up fantasy word Beastie just hurled at him.
Nerd.
Yeah, she heard it from Tauntaun a couple of times.
Oh no.
I find it hilarious that Hubert was called the nerd.
Well, to Beastie, in the instance where it's like, I'm a demon, in her eyes, she thinks he's trying a bit too hard.
He's a tryhard?
Yes.
Meanwhile, he is actually half demon.
Yeah.
Tryhard.
I just imagine in the background, Jubilee passed by. Careful, Hubert, your edge is showing.
Oh no.
Will you stop teasing Hubert, you two? Says Adel.
What? It was just friendly banter.
You're playing with forces beyond your control.
You and I both know we both play with those forces really well.
And not even the fun kind of forces beyond your control.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Hubert.
Hmm.
My apologies.
Mhm. Hmm. Oh,
Right.
Jesus.
Well, Ella's going to be walking along, just thinking about the circumstances that they're in. Eventually, she will get some rest, but she seems to be thinking about. Well, she has
Remember,
her thinking brain face on.
remember, you have a thinky space you can go to.
Yes, I know, but I figured I'd be around people in case anyone needed me.
That's fair.
Limb Hollow, actually.
Yes.
What can you tell me about the lich we met in the library? What was his name? Dragonol?
You're gonna have to help me with the spelling, Jor. Because it was a really ridiculous name.
It was very ridiculous. I will agree to this.
Hmm.
Hold on. Hold on.
By design, I'm guessing.
It was not by design. I just
No, I think it was more than that. More
It-
ridiculous.
No, I
Yeah.
got it. It's DRANGKANALNOR.
Oh my god.
Drangkanalnor.
it's just
Jesus.
one of
I'm glad I wrote it down.
it's one of those things where if you're going to be making characters
Oh.
via a random name generator, be sure it's a name you can actually pronounce.
Yeah, that's very fair. Damn random number generators. Or random name generators. What information can I glean from Drankanel Nor's name? What
It-
about whomst he was?
You've already attempted to figure out his name. You can try rolling a history again, but you don't
Okay.
know if you're gonna have any luck. Necessarily.
Well, I mean that's more Otto's thing. Nope.
Or
Can I hold Otto up by the foot and use his lucky rabbit's feet to roll again somehow?
no.
Damn it. Come here a moment, yank. Oh Jesus.
Oh, we're upside down now.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Oh, we
You
hold him upside down. He suddenly gets an idea.
You and
You-
your flaccid genius.
you ponder you ponder the name for a very long time, but the only thing you know is you've only ever seen the name in the oldest of books you've ever touched.
He is.
Hear that?
All I know is he is of the most ancient of lore. He is clearly someone of very, very strong historical significance, but of the specifics I know nothing.
In that case, I don't know why that listed as George, but can George try to see if he's heard about him in any history books or rumors around Haven at all?
You can roll history.
All right.
No, not really. You have not really heard of him at all, in fact.
Almost like that's a goal of his or something.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
I see.
Mhm. You know,
You know, a funny thought comes to mind, gentlemen.
Uh-huh.
Gentlemen,
And lady.
Those remember what his. Sorry, my apologies. Those remember history, remember who it's written about, but they usually never remember who writes it.
Hmm. That would
Elf
be
links to
interesting.
this.
Hmm. If he was a
Well, we know
historian, that
because
would be
Matt-
interesting.
The god of history.
Curious.
Just a random thought I had.
An interesting hypothesis. Hmm. Yes, I'm sorry I cannot be of any help. I was thinking about other things at the time.
That's fine. That idea does put to rest the hypothesis I did have. It might
see.
make sense.
Hmm.
Well, in the meantime, she'll take out Pan's book, the book she was using to transcribe it, and will hand it to Jubilee. Please be sure to continue transcribing this before you head to bed.
As you wish, ma'am.
Continue to transcribe the pants book. I mean,
Oh, I know how to transcribe that book very well.
oh, that reminds me.
Girl, I wrote the book.
I'm sure you did. No, you wrote the pants off book. There's a difference.
Pretty sure there was a.
Fair enough.
Pretty sure you said before Joe, that there was still more to one of the books, right? That Otto has.
Maybe.
Oh God, he's gonna go to the one that isn't finished, which I think was the first one. He's going to turn the page.
And which book was this exactly?
It was the one that had, I believe, Water Walk in it.
Oh, the one that with the silly spells.
Yeah, Silly Spells book.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hold on.
Side note, Jubilee's just gonna take the book to her room and do as she's told. Nothing else of significance from her for the rest of the night.
I can't wait to see what other dumb spells Jor can think of.
Tea time.
Oh my God! Yay!
Wait,
Ask and ye shall
it's
receive.
called Tea Time.
Yeah, and it is a first level spell.
What does it do?
Summon tea.
Yummy. It spills the tea, sis.
Are you ready to start typing, George?
Oh my God!
Yeah, sure.
That sounds like a threat.
All right.
The target of the spell makes a wisdom save against your spell save DC, and you must expel one ration for each combatant targeted. However, all who fail during the next 5 minutes can only take actions to eat or drink or talk about food of eating or drinking and fall under the effects of Goodberry.
Huh.
Fascinating.
That's kind of funny.
Force break.
Coffee break. Do they get any bonus benefits if they talk in a posh accent?
Who knows?
Ooh,
Only time will
darling.
tell.
Just the base of that was good down. I'm gonna put in more detail. Yeah, can you back to me one more time so I can make sure I fill everything in?
Uh, they make a wisdom save against your spell to save DC, and you expel rations for each creature targeted. Each creature who fails your save for the next 5 minutes can only take actions to eat, drink, or talk to give a buff. And eating and drinking makes you fall under the effects of Goodberry.
Oh, you could get nasty with the spell. If you poison some rations, then you would have no choice but to eat it.
Okay. And then it was eat, drink, or talk to give a buff?
Yeah.
Okay. It's level 1, I'm assuming more
Upcasting
targets are... Okay.
Upcasting it gives more targets.
Okay.
Anything else?
Is there any more left in the book?
You find a cantrip called Pardon Me.
Alright, is there any description in it?
Hold on, marking on it.
Okay.
Just making it up as we go.
Mhm.
And I love it.
This might be my favorite thing, like, honestly. It's a bunch of random spells that just do the silliest shit.
Exactly, I love it. This is Otto's gun dagger. You're just gonna hear him say it's tea time in the middle of a combat.
Oh my god.
Just a spell book that turns you into the average Brexit geezer.
Oh my... No.
Day in the
No.
life of the average Brexit geezer.
Oh, poor blimey, right?
Wake up in the morning, have a couple of pints with the lads. Take my chap to a football match. Hey, that's the next Wayne Rooney.
Oh, we have lost our minds.
Have we ever had them?
All right.
I'm just reading the spell again.
What? Pardon me.
Yeah. I'm just imagining it as the perfect way to attempt to get out of a fucking out of range for something.
All right. Anybody got anything else?
Yeah. I'll head over to George.
I find George is not in the main room.
He's going to start walking along to try and find him.
He is in his room writing in a book.
All right. I'll knock.
Oh, 1 sec. And after a little bit, he will go and open the door.
Hello, George.
Hi.
I'm just checking up on you.
I'm doing all right.
Does he look all right?
Feel free to insight check.
Okay.
Bullshit, go.
I need to roll for. Where's my shit for George? Where's my shit?
Roll deception.
Well, he looks a bit stressed.
You know, keeping it inside is not going to help you, George.
I know, but I
If you
also don't
don't-
want to have it be a distraction for people.
It's not a distraction.
I mean, it just feels weird not being able to, I guess. Technically, I still do, since I'm still able to do my magic and everything, but it's just. It's been a while since I haven't been able to actually just connect or talk to her, so.
Yes, it is strange when you're able to speak with someone freely for most of your life and then suddenly you just can't.
More like half.
Oh, no. Well, once you're out of this area, you should be able to contact her again and let her know everything that's been going on here.
Yeah, I definitely plan on doing that.
Good. Well, if there is anything you need, you know where to find me.
Yes, I do have one request.
One more thing. What is it?
George will kind of roll his eyes a little bit. A selfish favor to ask once we deal with the puppet master.
That is?
I'd rather not talk about it until we get done with the until we get done with everything. But trust me when I say it won't be a problem.
Very well. But in return for this favor, I have one of yours. I would like to ask one of you.
And that would be.
Please be more readily able to tell us when something is wrong.
Yeah, I will do my best.
Thanks, George. And she starts heading off and pauses.
One more thing.
There it goes.
Yeah, there was
one more thing.
Yes, actually. The angels were fighting along with the gods in order to battle Rashi, right?
That's what I would assume.
Why didn't Rashi do anything when he was right in front of his old enemies again?
I mean, if I were in his shoes and my war was against someone in particular, like the dragons, and I did what I thought I succeeded at the dragons, then there wouldn't be much of a need to fight when you've already done what you wanted to do. If I'm able to do an example like this, let's say someone like the puppet master had a specific goal of killing you or me, and he accomplished that, he probably would just leave at that point if that was his only objective.
That makes sense. Thank you, George.
Mm-hmm.
Off she goes.
And we're gonna go back into his room, and then you could probably hear him writing again.
Elvie's actually going to begin a bit of a ritual. At the end of every night before we all go to bed, Elvie's going to, and we don't have to roleplay any of this if we don't want to, but she's going to go to every single room and every single person and just sort of do a little check-in, see how everyone's doing, that everyone's situated. If there's any concerns, let her know, sort of making sure all of the guests in her mansion are properly taken care of.
Hubert has no complaints.
As we assumed not, or as I assumed, but if he ever had a complaint, he probably wouldn't tell me anyway.
George will say he's fine.
Does George want to, words?
Yes, use them.
Yeah, thingy lying check.
Yeah,
Insight.
probably.
Yeah. Immediate grandma side eye. Elvie will walk over to George and just sort of look down at him for a moment.
I forgot is she taller than George?
She's like 6 foot something.
Holy crap! Really?
Yeah.
Also, presumably George is sitting because he's been writing in a book.
Yes.
Oh, I guess as she shows up, George will just close his book and will look over to Elvie.
Yeah. She's gonna stand there for a moment, and then just sort of crouch down slowly, and then if not resisted, we'll pull George into a hug.
George won't resist, but he also isn't hugging back.
Okay. He doesn't need to. After a moment, Elvie will let go and just sort of say, "You do know you can trust me, right?"
I know.
Well, if you're ever in a state where you don't believe you can handle the information, or whether you are bothered by the events of what has been going on, there are many people out here, including myself, who would be honored to hear what you're saying and to understand why you are feeling the way you are. It is not wise to keep the thoughts that are harming you in the inside outward, or keep them inside, because if the longer you keep them inside, the longer they fester, and the more likely it will be forced out into the open in the form of a mental or a outburst of some kind. And so that's why, if you ever need anything, please let me know, or anyone else. I assure you we will not judge you for anything you have to.
I understand and I appreciate that. I just really miss my mother.
Oh, is that all? Or is there more?
That's mainly it.
That is a very, very valid thing to understand, a very valid thing to feel. The love of a mother is unlike anything else. If you have the ability to, at any point, within your own mind, well, that is a rare gift indeed, and I can understand the need to reach out and speak with her, even though you can't at this very, or at least you don't seem to. It appears the necrotic energies within this area are blocking mental speech. So I hope we can get to a point where you are able to speak with her soon. Tell her how much you missed her.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Is there anything else you need?
No, I think I'll be good.
Very well. Good night. And LV will get up and will very calmly leave George's quarters.
We'll just go back to writing in his book.
And as LV is leaving, she will mutter very quietly to herself in the Elven.
What did she say?
Do you speak Elven?
He speaks Dwarvish. I forgot. I speak Dwarvish. What
It is definitely not Dwarven.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I didn't hear. So I just heard you get cut off, which I guess is fine since George doesn't speak it.
Yeah, she mutters something under her breath in a language you don't understand, but the tone sounds kind of wistful, almost a little sad.
Oh, okay.
All right. Anybody got anything else?
Hmm.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't have anything at the moment. Otto's probably gonna be doing his stuff to get Hoppy back in order.
All right.
Yeah, BC's got nothing to do. Oh yeah, actually, she's gotta look to Hubert. Hey, Gloomy.
What?
When I smash Rashi, I'm gonna have more people in my harem than you.
But
Let me smash.
I was not going to. I was not attempting to acquire a harem, but good for you.
She beams. And yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna beat you one of these days.
Hubert secretly, I wonder if that astral elf is available.
Hey. Maybe. Who knows?
Oh my.
Oh my. Yeah, Thorgrim's just snacking and talking and being dwarfy self.
All right. In that case, you all go through. You all go through the evening with no serious interruptions, and you wake up the next morning, having achieved your long rest, spell slot HP, and all applicable abilities restored.
You're like, you wake
Jeez.
up and
Yeah.
it's burning hot.
You wake up and the mansion's on fire. Ah!
You wake up and
Ale
you realize
would've-
you're in a sauna.
You wake up and you see a hotel manager sucking your toes.
Oh God!
What the
What
fuck?
in
Oh
the
God!
fuck?
How'd you get in here?
Jesus.
That is something that has happened recently in America.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot about that.
I didn't want to know. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks. I hate it. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, words. Whatever. It's too late now. I was gonna say, what's the word? Tranced, but too late.
Yeah, LV definitely did her trancy thing during the night to
Yeah, you know, son of a. Anyway,
Fancy
please
dancy.
continue.
What do I want to swappy do? Swap that with. Is it both or just one? One skill and one tool. Nice. So let's go with.
So while that's happening, DM question: how much more of the book have I transcribed for Adelsar Day with
I don't know.
Jubilee?
A couple pages.
Okay then.
We'll just say a couple pages, just to be simple.
Okay.
Okay.
Upon awakening, Ishi's
Fire
going to
Emblem.
head on over to. Huh? Oh yeah. Upon Fire
Fire
Emblem
Emblem.
Awakening, Ishi's going to head on over to check on the Ravager and Hubert.
Ravager is still petrified, and Hubert is drinking coffee.
Ishi will nod and then just go about her business. Yes, after waking up and freshening up, Adel is going to go over to Hubert as well.
Hello, my lady.
Hello, my
Good
honey.
morning, Hubert.
How are you this day?
I'm doing well. And yourself?
I'm fine.
I'll nod. Right. Now we wait for everyone else. And she'll take a seat next to Hubert and lean against him.
I was going to.
And while we're waiting, Cuddles.
I was going to finish where we got after finishing his work on Hoppy last night, and is going to head to the main dining area. And Jord, he's going to stretch, and is going to get himself ready, and is going to also head to the dining area.
Pilgrim will do his old man stretches, make sure all of his weary, tired bones are all limber and ready to go, and he will go to Bacon Place for bacon. And LV will follow behind in, after doing her morning prayers, spell preparations, will approach the main dining hall with, prim and proper elegance, almost like she was taking some pointers from a certain other cleric.
LV.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. I was being asked, what kind of, I guess, dragon is this thing based off of?
I base it off of one of the dragons that I have seen. I can make it have one of a myriad of elemental types in terms of damage, but it can be basically any dragon that I desires.
So long as it's on the chromatic spectrum.
Yes.
Okay, that's why I was asking if it was like chromatic, legit, or metallic.
Oh, yes. No, chromatic only.
And then in walks in Scalodius of the gem variety.
Yes. To me, like, I always like the last time I cast it, I imagined it to be kind of gem-like in quality, because it's an illusion, but like it spewed lightning, like any typical blue dragon.
Yeah.
When Adel spots Gloom Hollow,
Yes.
she's just going to. Let's see.
Good morning.
Hold on. Where is it? What level is it again? Do I not have the spell after all? What?
What are we looking for?
Oh, there it is. Okay. Ael's just going to walk over to her, raise up her hand, just clap it on her shoulder, cast Comprehend Language on her, then go back to chilling next to Hubert.
Thank you. And I will then immediately.
You know the...
You can't cast that on her.
Those tongues.
Oh, Tom's. My
Comprehend
mistake.
comprehend language only targets you.
Oh, itself. Yeah.
Alright. My
Don't
mistake.
bother.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know the thing with Miles Morales just clapping his hand on Gwen and being like, "Hey, that's what Adel did to her,"
Yeah.
and then just walk back.
Oh,
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then.
I'd like to imagine she did that and then just cast it on herself accidentally.
Like I
Jubilee
can
sees this as she enters the room with hair still disheveled and is like, nope, I'm still sleeping.
Yep. Just walk over, claps hand on shoulder, cure wounds, walks away.
Thank you.
No,
Didn't
no
need it, but thank
explanation.
you.
Nope, I did not see Adel Sarday do a weird flirt thing right now. I'm going back to bed, apparently.
It's an elf thing.
I'm still
Do not worry about it.
Jubilee still has hair disheveled, as it looks like she was up all night doing the deciphering.
Oh, poor thing. Elvy's gonna walk over and, give Jubilee hugs.
Oh, morning. I guess
Good
I am
morning.
awake.
Good morning, my dear. I can see you did not sleep as well as normal.
No, it's nothing bad. The room was amazing as always. Unfortunately, I spent most of my night working on this and hands Adel Sarday the few pages I've transcribed.
Thank you,
See.
Jubilee.
It's becoming a little more difficult as I go further in the book.
Yes, the closer and closer we get to modern day, the more difficult it will get.
So, everyone, what is on the agenda for today?
Adel points with a thumb at the Blood Ravager. Him.
All right.
You should be able to use the chisel now, right?
I am able to use masonry tools now, yes? It came to
See
me
if
in a
you can-
dream, you see. Wink.
BC will look over. What kind of dream? And who's this mason that you're dreaming about?
A dwarven fellow that was teaching me about how to build houses and
Oh,
manufacture bricks and things.
she nods. Me get it. She
My
doesn't
name-
get it.
my name is Mason of the Clan Ree.
Alright. So if you feel confident, try and chisel that belt off of him. If not, then we'll do George's method and attempt to cancel his curse.
All right. Melvi will. I'm assuming somebody has like actual mason's tools.
Otto
Yeah,
can make.
automate them. Yeah.
In fact, Otto did make them and realized he can't use them.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. So Elvi will collect the masonry tools and will attempt to use the masonry tools to be masonry-like.
Roll athletics. You get to add your proficiency because you are proficient in masonry tools.
Okay, so athletics plus 5. So that will be a d20 plus 5. Hey, cool. Master Mason right here.
Goddamn.
Alright, LV, as you begin to work at your attempt of chiseling off the belt buckle, you work for a few minutes, slowly getting it to come loose, but the looser you get, the more you begin to notice that the eye sockets of the belt buckle begins glowing red as it appears you are getting closer to your goal.
The eye sockets are glowing. I do not know if I quite appreciate that.
The eye sockets of the statue or the belt?
The belt.
Belt is glowing.
DC will walk over and just will rest her hand on the hilt of Scraw. But won't pull it out, just is there just in case.
I shall keep.
Not to Gloomhala.
I shall keep going.
I will have removing the curse ready.
Yes. Do you want me to do another check?
Yes.
Unfortunate, but okay. There we
Do
go.
not nab one. Don't nab one. Don't show the
don't-
dichotomy of man.
Don't. Okay, 20.
George,
Hey!
Not George, if I can auto a flash of genius, because why not?
25.
Toss a flask at you while chiseling.
No.
You continue your work. It's slow and steady, but now you're beginning to feel heat radiating from the belt buckle.
Alright, let's see.
It's
Hold on.
starting to become warmer. It appears we're getting closer.
I could have sworn that is there not a spell that gives people... Wait, hold on. Oh, it's only on stealth. Okay. I knew that there was a
What?
spell that gives, like, fire resistance, but it's
I
only
think
on
I
stealth.
might have something for that though. Let me double check.
In order to help
Not
though,
that
with
one.
Future, there might be a potential next one. Otto is going to lock up and pat LV on the back and hit her with.
No, it might be a spell I put on a different character in a different campaign. Whoops.
Fire
Never mind,
shield.
these are just straight. Never mind. I was gonna do enhance ability, but those don't help with skills.
Oh, that's a self spell again.
Enhance ability is self.
I mean,
No. Fire shield.
Oh,
Range self, target self. So enhance ability.
if you're making a saving throw, the best I can do is this.
Okay. Well, I don't know yet.
So,
So enhance ability. Blast. Okay.
I mean,
I haven't
that's
even.
help.
I haven't even got to the begin. To the.
Wait,
Yo, can you stack blesses?
Nope.
You can only be
Damn.
under the effect of a spell one time.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Did I get guidance? Nah. I'll ask.
Give me a sec, and then Otto will take a minute, and then we'll cast Fortune's Favor on LV.
Excellent. I feel lucky. So another
Yes, another athletics.
athletics. 19.
Flask of Genius.
Okay, so 24, and then bless. 27.
Okay. As you continue working now, you still feel like you've made significant progress, but your tools are beginning to melt at the tips. You believe this to be the self-defense mechanism of the accursed amulet, as it's trying to defend itself to the best of its ability.
Ellie will pull the masonry tools back and say, the belt is rebelling. It is attempting to defend itself.
Hand him here.
Very well. Here you go.
As he has masonry tools, Otto will attempt to cast Mending to try to get them back to a good working condition.
You cast Mending, and they slowly get worked back into a usable form.
Very well.
I'm heading back.
All right. I'll try. I'll try again. Do one more check.
One more athletics.
Okay.
Same
And
Flask of Genius.
yep. So 24, which becomes a 27 again.
Okay. As you realize that it's a race against the clock, you work a bit harder now, and with one final dig of the spike behind the belt buckle, you raise the hammer, striking as hard but as precisely as you can to ensure you don't damage the rest of the statue. And with a loud crack, you watch as the belt buckle falls to the floor.
LV will hand the tools back to Otto and sort of just step back and motion to the belt.
Glorious, Beastie.
Beastie will look to Scalodius.
We'll
you
just
want
look
it?
back and
He-
he'll shrug and just grab it.
George will put a hand up and say, "Be ready, though."
Actually, says Adol, I think they should be. I don't. Well, it's going to have an effect on them. I don't think X will reach for them directly through it. Not as long as we're here. But be
I will-
careful nonetheless.
I wouldn't put it past him, honestly.
Did anything happen? Because he went straight up, went and grabbed it. So
Nope, nothing happened.
Ghost just looks at them and shrugs.
I figured as much. But the moment we either stop the source of what's causing all the stuff outside, or we leave this area, you're going to be in for a rough one. So be prepared.
Okay.
Okay.
And now, she looks over to the Blood Ravager.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm going to unpetrify this man.
All right.
That sounds reckless.
Once we
but
get outside.
yeah,
I mean, do we know what his health is going to look like when we do unpetrify him?
According to Poe Masters, he went crazy shortly after he found the amulet. He might return to normal. He might end up not okay.
Yeah, but if he... I also think that if he wasn't able to... This might be me overthinking, but if he wasn't able to feel pain for however long he was crazy, and you unpetrify him outside in a necrotic place like that. You know what? Never mind. We can just take him outside.
No,
only one way
no,
to find
George.
out.
It's a bit too late now. I think you have a point. Gloom Hollow, how long will your mansion stay up after we leave?
one moment. Boo. I believe before I finish looking at the spell, I believe it disappears as soon as I leave.
All right. Then I want to free him from his curse here. And if he is not violent, I want to help him.
Hold on.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh. That just kind of snuck up on me. Oh.
What, you wanted to knock next time, brother?
I'd prefer it.
Yeah, just like, hello, your daily sneeze coming in.
You don't like sneezes edging you to let you know that it's coming?
No.
Shut up, Jordan.
Okay,
I did
so
not want.
I might be missing a sentence where it says the exact thing that I'm looking for, but right now at this very moment, I think the spell only just lasts for the full 24 hours after I cast it.
Let's see.
I've poured through it like 3 times, and
When the spell ends, blah blah blah. The servants can go anywhere. Blah blah blah. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about stopping it once you leave.
so I'm assuming it's just
pretty
the
much
full 24 hours.
It's also the beginning part, so you can open and close the portal if you're within 30 feet of it.
Yeah,
And while closed, it's invisible. So I'm guessing it lasts that 24 hours, and then
then
if you
everything,
close it, then
and
no
it-
one can access it.
yeah, and then when everybody in it after 24 hours are up, get pooped out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's there for the whole day.
All right. Let's see. Greater restoration. Undo a debilitating effect. Petrified. Okay. Oh, I was going to head over to the Ravager and look to everyone. Be ready.
Hammer out.
Swords at the ready.
Preparing to
Then
disintegrate him
cast.
if.
Then cast. Greater restoration. Down petrify him.
You feel the magic course through your hands, down through your fingertips, and into the statue, but it does not appear to have an effect.
Oh,
Oh no.
that's not supposed to happen, is it?
Then looks to her hand and looks back to the Ravager. I think he's dead.
Didn't you do remove curse last time?
I'll try remove curse.
Also does not appear to have an effect.
Did we not agree to use the focus in order to remove curse?
That was
Right.
for the amulet itself.
Okay.
Phyllis
Can
is
I-
looking at the amulet right now.
Can I try something?
Go ahead.
Otto will walk up and I'm not sure how well this will go, but hopefully it doesn't do the worst case scenario I'm thinking of. And he's going to cast Mending on the statue.
Galodius, roll an athletics check.
Oh no,
Oh dear.
that sounds like the worst case scenario.
That was in fact the worst case scenario.
Yep. Unga bunga, unga bunga.
As Otto walks up and places his hand on the statue, Scalodius, you suddenly feel a violent jolt come from the belt buckle as you stomp your feet, holding it at bay and preventing it from going back to the statue.
Oh, I'm so
Oh.
glad I read
Otto will
this.
stop casting Mending.
Oh god, that's bad.
Seems this has become one with him.
That's alive. That's a live belt.
I mean, if that's the case, then that belt might actually be technically part of him as long as if he's cursed with it.
Seems that way.
Meaning
big-
that
Or
unless
te-
we
or technically it was
undo.
or technically it was kind of a part of the itself as an object.
So unless we put the amulet back on him, he is basically dead.
But if we do, he'll probably kick our asses again. I don't know.
I mean,
They all sort of
that's
grimaces.
where the other plan might come into play then.
Mm,
I mean, what happens if the curse is just moved to someone else?
We'll take it
Would he
and we'll
be-
push it somewhere else.
We'll have to
Well, I
leave
mean,
the
the
country in
belt.
order to. Aren't you holding the belt? Well, the
Holding
belt
it, not
buckle
wearing
anyway.
it.
It's something similar. It's the curse is not going to take effect until Xanthragon himself can get a hold of you. And that's not going to happen while we're in this country.
Don't the... If that were the case, wouldn't the amulet just stop working for the Ravager when he came here?
No, because the curse was already started. I feel that once the curse is started, it doesn't need his upkeep in order to keep going. But it needs a sort of activation. Bloom Hollow, if we kept him here, would he be expelled once the mansion is?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything that's within the mansion that is not supposed to be in the mansion will be removed from the mansion when the mansion is disapparated.
If this might be a situation where we gotta make a
Cut
hard
our losses.
decision here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go
Either-
that far. And Aol then pulls out the bag of holding. The statue doesn't look like it's going to fit in the bag of holding, no?
Not really.
Alright.
You might be able to jimmy it, but there would be the risk of tearing the bag of holding if you tried.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's
We
fine.
do not want to do that.
Scalodius?
Yes.
Actually, what's the pose the statue? What's the pose the statue's in?
Shoulders slumped, looking down at the ground.
Alright. Scalodius. Please use your hammer and make sure he can fit into this bag.
Oh my god.
Might I make a different suggestion?
Yes.
I feel like I might. Hopefully, this is a good idea. If the belt is. My thought process is: what if the belt is in a different place, like inside the bag of holding, while you cure him of his petrification?
Alright. We'll try that first.
So put it in bag, then.
Try to remove the curse on him.
Alright. Can someone else remove the curse this time?
I can do it. Is it in the bag of holding?
No one has said they are putting it in yet.
Yep.
Aol puts it into her bag of holding.
You're touching the amulet?
Oh, sorry. Scalodius, she'll offer a bag of holding to Scalodius. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Does anyone have a spare bag of holding?
Guy with money here.
Thorgrim, can you give him one of your bags of holding, please?
I have only one, and it's got the money in it, so.
I mean, unless he can turn money into raging money, I doubt it'll be much of a problem.
That would be hilarious.
Or it just burns all the money away.
Oh, no, we don't. I don't want that.
Alright. In here, please.
Hopefully, we have our money when all this is done. In the
No,
bag.
into Adel's bag of holding.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's in there now?
No, because no one has said that they are putting it in the bag yet.
I said that they put it in Adel's bag of holding.
Chaos is the one holding it. Unless I hear Chaos say that he is doing it, it's not
What?
happening.
I'm holding the belt. Oh, right. Sorry. Sorry. I still thought we were on the statue. Yes, I'll put it in the bag of holding.
Roll a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Oh, this is not going to end well. You know, I think I'll just hold on to it.
Scalodius, as you move your hand toward the bag of holding, you get a sudden and inexplicable desire to keep it on your person.
Again, you know, I think I'm actually going to hold on to it.
Uh-oh. That's
Okay,
a problem.
We change up the plan then. Scalodius lead the match.
Yeah.
Melodius will shrug and go outside.
Roll a wisdom save.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
Oh no.
You want to go outside, but only if the statue comes with you.
You know, I think it would be better if we brought the statue with me.
I don't think that's a great idea.
That's
Yeah, the priest is saying some weird stuff now.
Yeah.
A priest, says Beastie while cracking our knuckles.
Oh no.
Yes.
Want to spar?
Does Scalodius want to tussle?
That's up to you.
I don't know if that's appropriate right now, Beastie.
It's always appropriate. And she just slams her fist into her palm. Unless you're chicken.
Oh ho ho. Them's fighting words. Oh no, the singularity's at it again.
Beastie will look over to Elvie when she says this. Yeah, Beastie will look over to Elvie when she says this and will just wink before looking back to Scalodius.
Yes. Yeah, I know. No, LV is very clearly like, oh no.
All right. So is that an agreement for the spar from Scalodius?
Scalodius doesn't really have a reason to fight Beastie, so he's like, I don't see why. I don't see the point, Beastie.
Otto.
Since when were you not going to stick for a fight, priest?
I may be good at fighting, but I'm not one to look for a fight for no reason, Beastie.
Okay.
Gotta remember,
Then-
Scalodius' thing on fighting is I'm capable, doesn't mean I'm always wanting it.
Then, if you beat me, I won't take that amulet from you.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure you're not gonna take that from me anyways.
She raises an eyebrow.
And now we're verging on threat territory. That's a problem.
Might I suggest something here real quick, LV?
No, that was Thorgrim.
No, he's Otto's talking to LV.
Yeah, yes.
Can you just be ready to close the door?
I will move to the front door and prepare to close it.
Otto will then walk up to Scalodius. Hey, Scalodius?
Hello. Yes?
Would you mind if I test something on you? It won't be dangerous.
I suppose that's alright.
Okay. Just whatever you do, don't resist it. And then he's going to
He's getting kimped.
He's going to attempt to cast Vortex Warp and teleport Scalodius outside of the mansion.
Scalodius, roll whatever saving throw you need to resist this.
Is it con
What
save?
saving throw do I need? That's gonna be hard for you because he's got a good con. Although if I roll like
That's a fail.
shit, that don't matter.
Never mind.
That's a fail.
Alright. So, Scalodius, you attempted to resist being warped. However, you suddenly appear outside of the mansion with an overwhelming desire to get back in.
Close the door.
All right, door closed. Occupado closed.
All right. Good job.
Then it's,
Well,
Dude, I
hold on.
can't just open the door.
it'll be funny. Just open the door.
Sorry,
Wait a
what?
second.
Something
It's
like open the
invisible,
door?
now it's gone. Shit, Beastie's gonna run over and hold the door.
Hold the door.
Oh, no.
Let me
yeah,
in. Let me in.
as they have the door closed, George is going to use his boon of spell recall in class and attempt to cast remove curse on the statue.
Escalodius. You have a great
Yeah?
sword that really hates magic. You want to use it on that door.
Oh fuck no! Oh,
Toby,
I forgot
I
about
know
that.
you can hear. I know you can hear me. I really don't want to do this, so please let me in. I really think it's a bad idea to keep me away from that statue.
Please do not do what I think you're about to be doing.
Is the door a pull door or push door?
It's about to be both in a moment.
Oh no!
Okay. Upon hearing this, Beastie is going too late, I guess.
Going too late.
You're scaly.
Elvie, as you are pondering this, you just hear a splintering sound as the tip of a greatsword crashes through the door as George begins casting Remove Curse on the statue.
Just
Yep,
a moment.
George is just fully cast,
moment.
focusing on that at the moment.
Just a moment.
It's too bad it's not an axe, otherwise I could do the bit.
Here's Johnny.
All right.
Just a second. There is a thing. Can I see him?
No, you can only see the weapon at the moment.
Okay. Scalodius, father, do not continue to open that door.
Please do not continue to leave me out then, my good friend.
I love you
Hey.
I love you like a brother. Please do not continue. If you do, I will not be responsible for what I'm about to do. I'm gonna hold monster.
Okay.
Dwarf.
Yeah, what's up?
She gestures over. Come.
Sure.
Let's get him.
Okay. Bunga bunga.
Okay.
Mm,
So, I guess
Almost hear draconic roaring on the outside.
Beastie is going to try to time opening the door for when he's about to swing on it so that he could stumble forward and she can try and tackle him, hopefully along with Thorgrim, back out, down, and shut the door behind him.
As Scalodius hits the door a second time, you all hear the sound of rocks falling to the floor as George appears to have succeeded in unpetrifying the Ravager, and Scalodius, you no longer feel the need to get back into the mansion.
Oh, nice.
That solves one problem.
Now, how's the Ravager looking?
Now,
Now we have another problem.
He falls face first onto the ground, unconscious.
Just in
But
case,
breathing.
George is going to give him 10 HP with his healing hands.
He is still unconscious on the ground.
now on the flip side, how's Scalodius feeling now?
You do not want to let go of that amulet.
You know what? Fine. I'll just be out here if you need me.
I lost one
Beast
boyfriend,
you.
time to clinch to the other. I lost one boyfriend, time to clinch to the other.
Beastie open her head and poke her. Sorry, open the door and poke her head out. Hey, priest, you still being a butt?
You just get a draconic snort back.
The Elvie will reach out the door and very lightly smack the beast in the back of the head. Enough.
Hey,
Do not make fun of him, please.
We're not making fun of nobody.
He is not a butt.
Just gonna put him over here.
I need you not over there, because I'm.
Oh,
deleting things.
sorry.
I'm deleting tokens and whatnot, so
The
I don't-
dead things.
because you guys are technically on a different map, so
Yeah.
Sorry, did not mean to interfere with your cleanup.
delete,
He
delete.
needs room to put
delete.
the new tokens on.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah. So doing that, George is going to say, well, he's unconscious, but he's alive at least.
Now what do we do with him?
You can either wait for him to wake up, or I guess someone can try their thing to smack someone awake. I don't know.
That could be several hours.
Hubert,
Yes.
what do you think?
I think it's best to let him recover. I highly doubt he's in any actual. I highly doubt he's in any actual state to be conscious, given there's no guarantee how long he has been in that state.
Yeah, not only that, we got a
That-
new problem now.
It's a fair point.
And what's it that is?
Considering there's 2 new holes in the door, I'd wager that.
You can fix that, can you not, Gloomhollow?
I don't know. DM, can I fix that?
With a new casting of the spell, sure.
I would need another casting of the Magnificent Mansion. I cannot simply mend it.
Otto will do exactly as that, and we'll try to cast Mending on it and see what happens.
It does not work.
Okay.
As I said,
It is a magical door, and mending does not fix magical items.
no.
I was more referring to the thing that made said holes.
Oh no.
Actually,
But,
You mean
yeah.
Odious?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, he can't be
the
fixed.
priest seems a little agitated, to say the least.
is that the case with Mending? Because it says at the end that the spell can physically repair a magical item. Oh, can't restore magic, I guess.
No, it's not a magical item. It's like magic itself.
Ah, okay.
Milady, where are you going?
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Hello, Scalodius.
Guess we're stepping out of the mansion now.
Bunga bunga.
No, you stay in there. I'm just getting Scalodius back in.
Bunga bunga.
I mean, don't we need to get ready to start moving in the first place?
We can't exactly keep... Unless you want to carry the Ravager with us.
I need everyone who is outside to roll a perception check, please.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I don't like that.
Well, it's a good thing Jubilee went outside. Oh, and Jubilee got nat 20 as well.
George is
Yeah.
too
The dichotomy of man.
Jay doing Jay things.
Charles, like here, so.
Jube doing Jube things.
Yeah.
Don't forget Scalodius.
I did.
Oh, okay. I said not
Use the
to.
bottom one.
Never
Okay.
forget.
You all are... Everyone, except for George, apparently, hears the pitter-patter of small feet
Little feet.
through the area.
Little feets.
From what direction?
Southeast.
Are they small or are they
Okay.
slow pitter patters or quick pitter patters?
They're pitter-patters.
Oh,
of
it's
the-
Doc. Doc spent the entire day outside. Oh no.
Quack.
Well, I see something else.
Yes.
What is that?
What are those?
What
They
are
look like-
those?
Fire goblins?
They look like goblins.
Didn't we see those at the Supreme thing? I swear
What are
those. Let's
those?
just did the same token. I swear we saw the same thing at the Supreme when we were fighting Supreme.
You might have.
They belong to the fire paladins.
I'm just gonna roll to see if George would.
That was Jubilee saying that to Adel Sarday.
Sorry, what did she say?
Uh,
Little Sarday?
Do those belong to the fire paladins?
I don't think so. They look similar to the things that were at Supreme's place when
George
we
was-
fought him.
I don't think George was there for that.
That's why we had two. Is that when we started the two-character thing?
No.
No,
we started
Mark
the
was
two-character
there.
thing after that.
Yeah,
Okay.
George was back at Haven. Mark was there.
Oh, okay, yeah, George has
Alright.
no idea. He's currently looking at the belt.
Jubilee,
with
can you
Zanette-
please? Sorry, what?
I was gonna ask the DM with a nat 20. Is there any distinguishing people I can pick out from the group?
You see that the you see that the goblins are running forward, and after scouting out the place, you do in fact see another figure coming upward and following them. It appears to be a strange-looking goblin carrying a backpack, which you can, even from the distance you're at, you can hear clanks and clinks coming from it. You see on his hips a wide variety of smithing tools as he is holding a piece of paper, turns it completely 180 degrees, then 90 degrees the other way, tilts his head to the right as if he's trying to figure out what the hell he's looking at.
Jubilee will tap Adel on the shoulder and point out the bigger guy in the back. Seems like that might be their leader, and they seem to be lost.
How amusing.
All right.
Looks like the big guy
Adel's
might have
going
some
to-
sort of direction thing they're following, though.
I was going to cast Comprehend Language on herself and is going to start walking on over.
Adel,
She pauses.
Advisement.
I
Yes.
think it would be fair to let Beastie handle this, since it's her own kin.
I was
Well-
going to suggest the same thing, actually.
Theoretically, at least. They seem like goblins, but...
Still, might be best to have at least some representative with us, at the very least.
Yes, probably have the best chance out of all of us.
All right, Hubert, please go get Beastie.
Hubert will look at the door and will just say, "Beastie, goblins."
Beastie will head over. Huh? Someone say
Goblin.
something about me and goblins?
Goblins. Hubert says,
Um,
pointing to the goblins.
Yeah, LV point. Goblins.
Ooh, and she's gonna rush over. Hello.
Are you speaking in common?
Goblin.
You see all of the metallic goblins look towards you, and you hear them make clinking noises as they all reach behind them and pulling out very finely smithed rocks to prepare prepare to assail you with. Whereas the only organic goblin looks up and goes, "Who are you?"
Me and Beastie. Who are you?
Zug.
Doug?
Zug.
Zug zug.
Zug zug.
What are you doing here, Zug?
I am looking for
What thing?
things. He
What
says,
things?
and wanders over and says, according to not goblins, there are things here that can help Zug with making more metal goblins.
Beastie will try and think about what possible things there could be.
Just we've met a goblin artificer. Oh God.
Gobofficer.
Me no have seen anything like that. Only things me see here is undead things. Oh wait, no, the speaking goblin. I haven't seen anything like that. The only things I've seen like that are more undead creatures or things along those lines.
According to the Noblin notes I have found, he says, holding out the paper, the,
The Noblin.
the, there are crypts here that hold magical metals that I might be able to use.
Let me see.
He then holds out a piece of paper that appears to be written in common.
Beastie will take a look.
It describes a crypt of sorts that is rumored to have a artifact of some sort that is believed to be able to grant the wish of anyone who gets their hands on it.
And I'm sorry, where is this crypt?
Somewhere in this land.
Oh, how vague.
Sounds
DC shakes
delightfully
head.
vague.
I haven't seen anything like that.
The Noblins can't be wrong, so Zug will keep looking.
What's a noblin?
Not goblin, obviously.
Ah, right.
Eh,
Well, I've
funny.
met many noblins that have been wrong.
In Zug's experience, Noblins are not wrong about artifacts.
True. Especially if it's a really, really short noblin that has, like, a cape that flows in wind that's not there.
How would it flow with no wind?
I don't know.
That's
Some
right.
sort of
I
magic,
found
I
one.
think.
Is he controlling wind and making it flow?
Maybe. But you'll have to ask him if you see him.
If I see who?
I don't know how to say his name in common.
In Goblin, you mean?
No, in common.
Oh, Masters?
She doesn't remember people's names, remember?
All right. I thought player was forgetting for a moment, but then I forgot it was the beast you were talking about.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the ridge, do you have any idea what they're saying?
Yeah,
I know
they're
exactly
talking
what they're
about-
saying.
They're talking about a crypt of some sort.
They're also referring to anything not a goblin as Noblins.
Yes, or not goblin.
That seems very stereotypical.
Why does George have goblin drunk as his proficiency?
What?
George, hold on.
You can speak Goblin, but only
Hilarious.
when you're drunk. I think that was from the party we had.
Oh, okay.
You somehow learned how to speak Goblin, but you can never remember it unless you're drunk.
Alright, says Beastie. Well, I hope you do manage to find it.
Oh, Zug will. And then when Zug finds it, Zug will make so many wishes.
George will.
It says you can only make one wish, though.
Obviously, Zug's gonna wish for more wishes.
That, yes, because that
Beastie,
stereotypically always goes well.
yeah, Beastie makes a face of that. I don't think you should make that wish.
Zug is going to make that wish.
Good old click to George real quick and be like, wait, you said it was an item that lets them make wishes?
That's what they said.
Can George try to check, see if that sounds like any artifact he's heard about or no?
There are
Is
many
that is it perhaps a? It might be a ring.
It could be a sword.
Oh shit! Like the thing that D want me to get like it's literally like 3 wishes, but like the one that I got for D was like the ring of 3 like fishes or something. You know, kind of different, but the same ish.
That would be very valuable to us.
wishes or the fishes?
The wishes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Zug will then look at you, Beastie, and just looks towards the cliff and go, "Why are there so many noblins up there?
Oh, they're my friends.
What's a friend?"
It's someone
Oh.
that you trust.
Poppy,
that
can you
mean-
go see what's happening?
Does that
You've been
mean
spotted.
Zug is Zug's friend?
Does that mean what's his Sug's friend?
Zug. Zug trusts Zug, so Zug is Zug's friend?
Has to be other people.
Why?
I don't know.
Then Zug's goblins are Zug's friends? He says, pointing at the metallic goblins.
She looked to them. They have to think you're their friend too for you to be friends.
Zug made them. How'd they know think friend? I'm not friend.
Ask them.
I can't.
Why?
They don't speak.
Do they think?
I don't think so.
Then no, they don't.
Do friends taste like?
Depends on the friend.
Zug finds your answer unhelpful.
But it is the truth. There are many different kinds of friends.
Friend sounds complicated.
It is until it isn't.
Confusing.
Yeah, but you'll get used to it.
Are they watching us?
Yeah. They're
Are
not
they-
used to me speaking to other goblins.
Are they planning on attack?
No.
Maybe we should never.
Zug will hit them with hammer if they try to attack Zug.
Well, that would be fair. Oh, here. And she'll reach into her pack and hand him some Hydra meat.
He looks at it and will just slowly chomp on it and chew for a bit and then go, "So why are you here?"
Don't know. Something, finding God, something, undead, something. She shrugs. Me not know.
Huh?
Something important or another. Has to do with magic and gods and stuff.
Zug doesn't like magic. Magic blows up my goblins.
Yeah, magic tends to explode.
That's why Zug made Zug's goblins able to explode.
Like other goblins.
They can't explode if it's already exploding, he says, tapping his head, as if this means is a very smart thing to think.
It's
Beastie
the
not.
full on
She-
the meme.
Beastie, have or not, she believes that it is a very smart idea. Good idea, Zug. You smart.
Zug is very smart.
You the smartest.
So smart other goblins in Brood did not like Zug.
Beastie frowns at this. Yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling. My brood is gone, and my brood mother's sister brood don't trust me because I'm different.
Zug's Brood doesn't trust Zug either.
Yeah,
But Zug don't care. Zug don't trust them.
it is good that you don't.
Elvie will turn to the rest of the group and say, "My God, I think Beastie's found a kindred spirit."
For her. I don't understand a word they're saying, but good for her.
They both seem to share a commonality of being too smart that the other goblins them.
Jubilee thinks for a moment and just kind of tilts her head. Yeah, I ship it.
Of course you do.
I mean, she's gonna get all these partners. Why not one more? Although I'm not. Although I'm one to talk. Jubilee
Yes,
says.
you are.
Says grinning.
Why don't you come with us? Says Beastie.
Because Zug has to go find Crypt.
Maybe we find Crypt together.
But you could follow Zug.
We are going somewhere. Apparently,
Zug is also going somewhere. It is perfect.
Actually, Crypt is where dead things are, yeah? That's what's me, remember? Dead things aren't Crypt. Apparently, the place we're going has a bunch of dead things in it. Maybe it's the Crypt.
Zug is not sure what Crypt means.
A crypt is a place underground where you put dead stuff.
I thought that was the ground.
Yeah, but it's a special part of ground. They put, like, rocks in it.
Why? Do the rocks die?
No. They
Why
do
would
it
Then why would they put them with other dead things?
so that people know who died.
The rocks?
No, the people inside the rocks. It's like a house or a nest.
How are there people in rocks?
Big enough rocks.
Zug says as he scratches his head with a hammer.
Plus, it's very dangerous here. It would be better and safer for us if we traveled together.
Which is why you should follow Zug, he says, pointing the hammer at you.
No, you should follow me, she says while pointing back.
It appears that we have come to an unpassable way of going through things. I believe humans call it, I believe Noblins call it unpassings.
Yes, says Beastie as she reaches back and just grips the hilt of her sword. So me challenge you, Zug. You versus me. I win, you follow me. You win, we follow you.
Zug will watch you for a minute, scratch his head with his hammer, before going, how strong are you?
Very.
Zug is not very strong.
Okay. She lets go of the sword. Then one of them, and she points to the mechanical goblins. Whichever
No,
one you think is strong.
they are as strong as a regular goblin.
Then how do we duel?
Zug think we play an old dwarf game.
Ooh, is it Dodge Rock?
No, quartz parchment shears.
I guess I said like
Okay.
drinks a lot.
LB will lean over to Thorgrim and say, "They're about to play Boulder Parchment Shears." What? I love that game.
So just for argument's sake, Otto's been in the mansion just watching over the Ravager.
Okay, so
In the mansion watching.
how do we do that?
Zug doesn't fully understand rules, but basically, we try to make hands into form of rock, or shears, or parchment, and quartz breaks the scissors because they can break scissors. Scissors breaks the parchment because you can cut it. I don't know why paper beats the quartz. but I guess it just doesn't.
Okay. We can do that then.
Thor will cut and say, I never understood that either. I never understood why quartz beats, the paper, or paper beats the quartz. That was such a weird concept. Like, what do you, Thorgrim, shush.
Hubert will lean over. Will lean over because if you wrap a rock in enough paper, it becomes harmless.
Really? I'm gonna go try that. Thorgrim will go into the mansion.
All right, Jor. So, how do we do this?
We roll d3s.
Okay.
1 is paper, 2 is rock, and 3 is scissors.
All right. Let's do it then.
This is gonna take a while.
Yep. Just be
All
glad
right.
you're not doing this with 3 people.
Everyone on the ridge will watch as both Zug and Beastie throw their hands at each other, making a shears motion as Zug goes, a worthy adversary.
Our battle will be legendary. Again.
Ah, Doug wins and covers your quartz in paper.
You win round 1, Zug.
Yes.
Again.
No. Doug win again.
Oh, boy. Damn. All right, Zug. You win. Lead the way.
Zug did not think he would get this far.
Beastie ponders this for a second, then grins. Well, if we following you, maybe you should go north.
Zug will rub his hammer against his chin in the same way a person rubs their chin as if they're thinking, and Zug goes, Zug cannot find flaw in your logic.
Yes, north is always right, especially when it's left, because then there's nowhere left to go but the right way.
Zug must ponder this. Give Zug a moment to meditate. As he says this, he raises the hammer and cracks himself in the temple before falling face first on the floor.
Okay, this one catches Beastie off guard. She was ready for everything, but that's the first time she's seen someone do that.
Oh my god.
This is the weirdest goblin mating ritual I've ever seen.
I don't know about you, but I needed that laugh today.
I was gonna watch this as Beastie just like crouches down near Zug, is just like keeping an eye on him. I guess she's okay.
LB will call down. Beastie,
Hmm?
you have the stick, remember?
Yeah, but he's thinking.
He's taking a
he's
long
not
time to
hurt?
think.
You can't interrupt someone when thinking. You always get mad when me interrupt you thinking.
You know what? She has a point.
Have you tried making him think of something else?
No?
Try that?
She'll poke him.
you poke him once, and there's a few minutes of silence before eventually you see Zug lift his hands and slowly push himself off and slowly brush himself off and say, Zug has decided.
Yes.
North is a good way.
Good. Let me go introduce you to the others. And she starts heading up to the cliff.
So, how'd it go?
Oh, he's Doug. He's friendly. He's coming with us.
You
looking for-
politely wave.
He looking for a crypt with something that casts wishes.
Hmm. An item that does
Uh-huh.
cast wishes is an interesting prospect.
What does he want to wish for?
To make more of those. Well, first he wants to wish for more wishes, and then he's going to use some to make those.
What do you think he will use the rest of the wishes for?
He looks at Zug. Zug, they want to know what you'll use the rest of the wishes for.
Sorry, did you say something to Zug?
Yeah, she looks to Zug and is like, do you want to go? They're asking what you want to know. They're asking what you want to use your other wishes for.
Zug just looks at her and it's like, more wishes.
Yes, but aside from that,
What would Zug need more than more wishes?
if you're wishing for more wishes, but you're going to only use the wish for wishes, then why wish for more wishes?
So that Zug would have them.
You just want to hoard them?
Zug might wish for more medals. Zug likes medals.
Beastie nods and looks to Jiggly. Medals.
Medals as in like medals of honor, or medals as in like
Oh, like medals.
Everybody's just blinking at this.
METAL or MEEAL? There's a difference.
Yes,
Pretty
metals.
sure
I'm
points
just
at the
thinking here if he just wants
contraptions
to
down there.
Have wishes, like just. Now I'm just thinking about a dragon who has like a horde of just wishes, rather than actual
Yeah.
artifacts or gold or anything like that.
That is fucking frightening.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a goblin.
That
What
would
do you
happen when
1,000 wishes.
a bard seduces a dragon.
All right. Well, when we're ready, we should go.
Okay.
Also, Beastie, can I
Getting
ask you a
forged.
question?
Yes.
Would it be disrespectful to speak for a noblin to speak goblin to another goblin?
She looks to Zug. Zug.
Huh?
One of them wants to speak to you in Goblin. Don't hit them with your hammer.
They know how to speak Goblin?
Some of them do, yes.
Amazing. Gobbledygook is such a hard language to learn.
I know, right? It's so strange that people other than our race are able to understand our complex linguistics that go into our languages.
Yeah.
He's just looking at this, looking all confused.
If
I-
they
I-
Meanwhile, it's just a bunch of random goblin noises.
canonically, gobbledygook sounds just like.
Yeah,
Well,
but
some
what
of you
Beastie
That would be
understand
a
this
really
because I'm
complex
clueless.
language to try to figure out, if I'm being honest.
Oh, Beastie will look back and say, yeah, you can speak to him in gobbledygook.
Very well. And I'll, LV will turn to Zug and say, "Good afternoon." In Goblin. Gobbledygook.
Morning.
Indeed.
Then why did you say afternoon?
Because it will be afternoon eventually.
But it's not afternoon now.
Fair point.
And what if it's a bad afternoon? He says, pointing the hammer at you.
I would certainly hope it's not.
But it could be.
It could be. But it could also be the best afternoon you've ever had.
Best afternoon I ever had was watching all of Zug's gobs explode.
Well, all of Zug's gobs could also explode today. You don't know.
Zug likes it better when they explode and kill things.
We've fought many a goblin that has decided to gleefully explode. It's quite fun.
Zug once heard rumors of a goblin that held his breath so long underwater that he's still there.
Oh, he was from my nest, actually.
He is an inspiration to all gobs.
He really is.
Anyway, I believe you will be traveling with us?
No,
No,
will be
we traveling
you?
with him.
Ah, fair point. My mistake. Well, I do hope that you I do hope you're not too bothered by our presence in your grand quest to find the crypt.
That will depend on how the Noblin around Zug.
Are they what around Zug, sorry?
How they treat Zug.
Okay, I could hear the. I didn't hear anything before that, so. Well, hopefully we will be cordial around you. We don't want to anger or disturb you in any way.
So, what does Zug call you, Noblin?
Noblin is called Elvie. It's nice to meet you.
And Zug will pull out the very rudimentary journal and pull out just a hunk of charcoal and just start scraping it on the paper and go, Elf question mark LV.
No, I am Elf. I am Elf.
LV, I am Elf, I am Elf.
That's what I call her, Zug. She is elf. She is the smart one.
It is weird to Zug that her name lets me know she is elf twice, but Zug will call her that.
I have to be very careful. I have met many people.
Hello?
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh.
They have met many people, apparently.
Yeah, it just got like, yeah, I've met many people, and then that's it.
Oh, I said I met many people who have had a bad memory. So I have to repeat myself twice.
And what of the other Noblins?
Oh, LV will introduce everyone one by one and will just tell just a little bit about them. Not too much detail, just a little blurb about who they are.
As you do, he is still scribbling notes with his bit of charcoal.
Yes.
And whenever you get to Hubert, he writes Vampire Hubert, not Vampire.
No.
Because I assume that you have introduced him as not a vampire already.
Yeah, no, not as soon as he starts writing down vampire, LV will go, no, not vampire, and then he'll probably scribble it out and go, not vampire.
No, like literally his entry is vampire, name Hubert, not vampire.
Close enough.
Yeah, fair.
Because I'm assuming Beastie also gives each nickname as well.
Yeah, she's also letting him know her nicknames for everyone.
He'll look at the journal for a bit before nodding, and says, Zug believes he understands.
Good. It'll be fun, Zug. It's been a long time since me traveled with goblins.
Yes, she's had to deal with us silly noblins for some time.
Why are you silly?
They are very silly.
How are they silly?
She thinks for a moment. Like, like they always wear shoes.
What are shoes?
She points at their feet.
There are creatures eating their footses.
No, those are shoes. But it's weird. It's like, why do they let these little things eat their feetsies? And they do it every day.
And what's worse is that one, points to Thorgrim, has one also eating his head.
Do they offer some sort of symbiotic relationship Zug does not understand?
Well,
I'm not sure.
Well, it seems the one eating the dwarf's head has given him a new friend, and as Elvi says this, another Rocky will appear on top of the boot, on top of Thorgrim's head.
Ribbit.
There's my buddy. See? A symbiotic relationship between dwarf, boot, and frog.
Very strange. Zug used to know a frog that lived in a shoe.
What happened to it?
Yeah. Zug assumes he lives a wonderful life in his summer home of the boot.
Does he have a friend in this shoe?
Zug only ever saw Jabba the Toad.
It sounds to me like a toad would get along with a frog if they lived in a shoe.
As long as you don't find a toad in the hole.
Zug found a toad in a hole once.
Was it enjoying itself?
Reminds me of the time when I almost choked on a frog. Anyway, let's get going.
Anyway.
Was watching this goblin three-way conversation. Thankfully, she could understand it, but it doesn't make it any less weird to her. And she'll look to the others and be like, yes, we should probably head out. And she'll head back into the mansion and call out to Otto.
Yeah.
We're heading off.
Oh, okay.
Also, don't panic, but we have friends outside.
Why would I panic if there's friends outside?
You'll see. Thorgrim, can you carry the Ravager?
Yeah, got it. God, you're heavy.
As Otto comes out, Zug will look at him and and look horrified and go, "Why is that goblin so fluffy?"
Oh, no.
Dear God.
He'll go over and give him a reassuring pat. Wait, calm. Zug is not a goblin.
Does he realize how much of a fire hazard that is?
I know, me have tried to tell him, but he doesn't listen. But don't worry, he is our friend. His name is Bag.
Zug has razor, he says, and begins rummaging through his pack.
It's like,
No. She just gently lowers the razor. He very much likes his fur.
But it's so flammable. like the mighty elusive polar bear.
Wait, why did
Wait,
he
he-
pull out a razor? Is he gonna kill me?
How do you know what a
He wants
how
to
do you know
shave
what a
you.
polar bear is?
Wait, what? Otto will then cast comprehend languages on himself, and he'll say in Goblin, "Please don't shave me."
Comprehend languages does not allow you to speak Goblin.
No,
It
that's
allows
what
you to
tongues.
understand
You can
Goblin.
just understand it.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You want tongues.
Again, that's tongues.
Yeah. Allow
Oh
it.
shit, he does not know tongues.
I can teach you.
Nice.
Giggity.
But don't worry, he is friend and he is very, very smart.
If he is friend, he will understand that he must be shaved.
Otto will cover
not that
himself
much
up
friend.
like he's embarrassed. Hoppy, come in front of me. Hoppy, let's step in front of him.
Mosquito.
Hoppy, let's step.
It's unfortunate, but it seems the fur is a skin condition. Be able to be healed.
To this,
If you-
Zug looks even more horrified.
Me heard that if you shave off their fur, they get so cold that they die. So he has to keep it.
Indeed.
That's horrible.
Why don't you guys just tell him that I'm just a Harangon, a rabbit folk?
He wouldn't have any idea what that is.
BC looks over. What's that?
See?
Case in point.
Exactly.
Okay, but he better not shave me. Also, what are those?
What are those?
What are those?
Points to the metallic goblins.
They are metallic
From what I've
goblins.
gleaned from their conversation, this guy's creation, I think. Do I have that right, Beastie?
Yes.
Wait, so he doesn't.
He's kind of a builder like you.
Oh, neat.
It looks like he builds fiery metal goblins instead.
Zug feels very bad for the furry goblin.
Don't
No,
worry.
So many of them.
He's learned to adapt. Don't worry.
He wants to know how you make so many mecha goblins.
Make what now?
The
Make
metal goblins.
those,
Up?
and she points there.
Oh, Zug's gops. It was a good. Zug takes hammer, he whacks metal, and eventually whacks it enough to make a gop.
She then
El-
looks
Can I
startled.
watch him
Yeah,
make
Elby
one
will-
at some point?
Elvie will explain the process in meticulous detail.
Oh. If he doesn't shave me, can I watch him make one at some point?
Would you
If
let
you-
him watch you make one if you don't shave him?
If you promise not to.
This is a very strange request, but Zug supposes.
He agrees.
Oh, nice.
He says thank you.
Zug is unfamiliar with this phrase.
Oh, right. Goblins don't say thank you. How do I explain the concept of thank you? I'll have to think about that.
Was she explaining thank you to?
To Zug. Because goblins don't
She looks-
understand what thank you is.
PC looks at Zug and says, thank you, in Goblin.
Zug will look to you and say, Zug still is not familiar with what that is.
It is when you happy that someone does something for you, and you want to let them know that you happy.
Oh, that's why Zug doesn't know it. No one's ever thanked Zug for anything.
Oh.
Beastie just stares at Zug and then gives her a gigantic goblin headbutt.
The only thing Zug ever hears is, oh no, and this is in common, by the way. Oh no, it's a goblin, and don't eat my tomatoes, and why are you stealing my wheel? And each of those phrases were, in fact, in common, each one perfectly mimicking a different person who spoke common.
Thorgrim just starts laughing. Is like, ha, I love this guy.
All right, let's get going, says Adol as she starts heading north.
Doug will watch Adel and go, "Where's she going?"
She's waiting for us to follow.
But where is she going?
North.
We're gonna go. We're
You
gonna
said-
go find the thing.
North is that way, he says, pointing in completely the wrong direction.
No, north is that way, she says, pointing him in also the wrong direction.
Elvie will take both Zug and Beastie and point them in the correct direction.
Yeah, that way.
That way.
If we were supposed to be going north, why'd you say north?
More.
What's north?
That way, he says, pointing.
No, that's west.
That's west, Patrick.
They're fired again. It's like the singularity got its own offshoot.
I'm going to do my best not to be a part of it while trying to see how he makes these goblins.
Zug will then turn around and pull out a cowbell, ringing it very viciously as all 8 of the goblins below look towards it and sprint towards him.
Well,
All right.
That's a little bit terrifying.
Needs more cowbell.
Oh, Jesus. I sprayed too much insecticide in this damn room.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Be not poisoned himself. Oh, God.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, no.
Well, yeah. Guess while they're going this way, Elle is going to look to Sclodius and be like, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine. Got a little bit agitated earlier, but I'm fine.
That's because the curse that is affecting you, you know? Well, I'm not sure about the agitation, but the way how you were acting a little bit.
Unfortunately, it's really strong.
The curse is going to have that effect on you. It's going to be difficult for you to resist it.
Well, then I recommend finding a good way to sedate me when you can.
I'm not sure that's the best idea. If need be, we could give the amulet to someone else.
I don't... Yeah, it's like you can almost see he's trying to resist saying this. I don't think that's a good idea. Wink.
Trust me, I know firsthand how difficult it is, but you're going to have to learn to control it and resist it. It will get easier.
I'm not sure it will.
Especially if you put it in a bag.
Do you trust me, Scalodius?
I don't think me trusting you is the problem.
You don't trust yourself?
Well, I did just take a great sword to a door earlier.
You will be fine. If you don't trust you, then trust the me that trusts you.
Well, this is gonna see if he can let go of the amulet or not.
Nope.
Buckle.
You sure can.
I cannot let go.
I know you can't. But I'm not asking you to let it go. I'm asking you to resist it and control it.
I shall try.
Good.
He's already a little worried considering it already gave him the urge to use the sword on the door instead of his boulder, mind you. Which probably would have been his go-to first. That's already a concerning sign to him.
As you guys are going along, up ahead, you see what appears to be a very old, decrepit, and small remains of what it used to be a village.
Hmm. Wow.
Is there any tell of what this place would be?
This looks like a small village.
Okay.
Or at least a small settlement. Maybe not necessarily a village.
Abandoned, yeah?
As far as you can tell.
There were many of these like these around these parts in the past.
How old does the village look?
It looks pretty old. Hasn't been maintained. The buildings look like they're falling apart, but were very well crafted to withstand the test of time for a while without proper maintenance.
What time of day is it right now?
Let's see. I'd say midday.
Oh, good. And I'll quickly use this chance to, what's the word? Fix the timing of a clock since it's probably not good after how long they spent in the library.
Alright.
But I guess once he does this, Gloom Hollow.
Yes.
Any idea of? You've traveled around, right? Do you have any recollection or any similarities of this place with other civilizations that you've been in?
I believe I've already asked the DM this question. I have no.
It just looks like
Be
a
right back. I found that goddamn mosquito. Get you back here. I think I got it.
Milady, I believe you're taking your love of spires a little too far this time.
I do not believe it is a love. I believe it is a profound hatred.
Of
All right, well,
spiders?
No, mosquitoes.
I was making the joke about spiders and never mind, I was explaining. Anyway.
Alright.
Well, it's just kind of walking around on the pathways, looking around. This one.
As you all enter the village, you hear Zug make grunting noises, and all of the metallic goblins will sprint off. To those who can understand Goblin, he said, "Raid the place for anything shiny."
Oh, of course.
He still looked us up. Hey.
Hi.
Hey, wait.
What? Hi.
Maybe don't need to know whose village this was first. It might upset some people.
Why?
If this was like, from what me hear, this place has had dragons, and then they would have had people born from dragons. If this is a dragon-born village, then our friendly dragon, then the priest, she gestures to the priest, wouldn't like it if you looted.
Oh, what's a dragon?
It's a big lizard with wings that breathes fire sometimes.
Zug is unfamiliar with this.
Me will show you picture when I'm able to find it. But just wait first.
Zug can't wait. Zug already told them to go.
Can't you tell them to come back?
Zug will just will just motion to his side, which has a large lack of metallic goblins that have already run off.
What about your cowbell?
Zug, Zug is unfamiliar with what a cowbell is.
She points to the cowbell.
Zug will look at it and then lift it up and say, "This isn't cowbell.
What is it then?
Metal bowl of summon."
Then use Metal Bolo Summon.
But Zug wanted to use it for water.
You can do it first and then get it for water.
No, because if Zug uses it to get water, he won't be able to call the gobs back.
No, call the gobs back, then you use it for water.
No, but then it becomes useless.
How?
He pointed at you, shaking it up and down, and says, "Do not ask Zug how magic items work." Yes, it is
Me
written.
Me can just give you cup?
What's a cup?
It is... She actually thinks about this. Wait, what is a cup?
I don't. Zug doesn't know. You are the one who brought it up.
Yes,
I
but
like
we
how
now know
they're still
how to
arguing and they
describe
all
it.
gathered.
It's a Noblin invention that holds water and other liquids.
No, that's a bucket.
No, smaller.
No, that's a bowl.
No, smaller.
That's
Oh!
a well.
No, that's bigger.
Way bigger.
They, you cast detect magic on them, and they glow. And some of them have brought silverware, old buckets, and one of them has found a shoe.
Is the shoe like any of the magical summoning boots?
It just looks like a shoe.
Okay.
Uh,
Hey, you. Put that on your head.
Zug will hear noises and look to BC and is like, "What's that one saying?"
They said put on your head.
But what
Yeah,
on the head?
that was Thorum.
Yeah, he said put on the head, and she points to the shoe.
Zug isn't putting that on head.
Why?
Zug doesn't want to.
She shrugs. He doesn't want to.
Okay. Just thought it would summon a frog or something. Right.
Roll investigation. You look around through the building, and apart from mostly old and decrepit wardrobes with moth-eaten clothing, you don't find anything of interest. However, you do find what appears to be a roll of bandages that does not appear to have degraded in time. They are magical.
Magic bandages.
As you cast Identify, how are you casting Identify? Okay, so that'll take a minute. So while that minute's going on, I can let others tell me what they're doing. If anybody else is doing anything.
I am.
Ills.
I
you go
will
first.
also do investigating for things of note
magical origin, shiny things, things like
Who-
that.
Who is doing the investigation and at what building?
Elvie is going to do the investigating because she's the one with the investigation. And let's pick. Up. Net.
Which building is LV at?
I'm picking one. So let's go to the far one over here.
All right, roll investigation.
Investigation. Boo.
You find what appears to have been a storage house at one point. All of the supplies which was stored in it rotten and gone with age. However, as you look about, you do see what appears to be a pristine bag, a very large bag, almost the size of a backpack, sitting in the corner.
Ooh. Identify. Holding bag. Oh no. Is it a bag of om nom nom?
Elvie, you
Yes.
find the bag of holding.
Of course.
It's a bag of holding that holds bags of
Yes.
motherfucker.
Oh, I love random item table.
I'm gonna look for Otto. I'm gonna bring to him the bag. And I'm gonna
Okay.
say, "Hey, bag, I heard you liked bags, so I have bags for your bags, bag." And Elvie says this as deadpan as gives the bag to him and walks away. I'm very frustrated right now.
Otto, as you finish your identify, they are known as the tough bandages. While you are wearing them and attuned to them, they give you the tough feet.
Hell yeah.
Which bag? No, that's not the way to say it. You have to say it. It's the bag of holding. Okay. That's nice.
It's a bag of holding that hold bags of holding.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Hello, who joined?
No, we lost Chaos.
Oh,
It is the reverse of joining.
I just realized that the thumbnail for the song got titties on it. Okay. Yes, I will start. Well, we'll rather ask Jubilee and Hubert to look in the house he's next to for any signs that give hints as to who used to live in the village.
Jubilee's not here, so because once again, Chaos left.
Sorry, I'm potentially high on insecticide fumes right now.
Oh no.
And Hubert will look around the place before eventually coming back to you and shrugging. There's anything that could have been indicative of who lived here is no longer here.
All right. Well, Let's check out this building then.
But what exactly are you looking for? Oh,
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
sorry about that. Like, it straight up disconnected me, and I got, like, the Discord loading symbol.
nice.
Like, I don't know what the hell happened there.
Discord decided no more Discord for today.
Discord
Yeah, but-
decided to sow discourse.
How dare.
Okay, so what did I miss?
Not much really. Ail's just looking for any signs of who used to live in the village. Now she's
Yeah.
checking this building.
You did
I was
miss
gonna
it.
have
You
Scalodius
missed-
check it while everyone else was doing things, but
Yeah, I mean, Scalodius was there first, and since you kind of left unprompted, I'll let you roll investigation on that house first.
yeah, he's not really looking for anything specific. He's just kind of looking around because he figures this is like the house of probably the person who was the leader of this settlement. Try to get some information on what kind of person lived here.
You can't really tell based on what's there. There's a few ramshackled pieces of furniture, some chairs that looks like they've been eaten away by termites over the years. Anything that looked like it could have been food has long since
Decayed and rotted away.
decayed, leaving nothing behind. There's no way to fully tell who used to live in this building.
Not even any kind of special thing that would be a clue.
That would involve an investigation.
I will do that, even though he is horrible at this. Decent rolls for him, at least.
Unfortunately, no. You can't really tell much apart from whatever the settlement was. It was probably quiet.
Not exactly a farming settlement, but...
Alright. I was gonna go and look at the other houses.
Has there been any houses that have not been searched?
I don't think anyone has searched in the upper right yet.
LV will...
Neither of these two.
Okay, LV will go into this house then, and we'll do a search.
Roll investigation.
Yeah, investigation. Investigation! I wish I had advantage on that.
You enter what you assume used to be a stable. You see it sectioned off, seemingly to hold different livestock separated from one another, and you don't see anything. You don't see anything noteworthy here apart from some old rusty horseshoes.
Unfortunate. Nothing over there. It appears to be a stable.
Alright. Jube will ask Adel and Hube to search there.
Search where? Phenom.
Yes?
I need
Search
more than just there.
Here.
There.
Hubert will look around. However, LV has already searched this house. So
I
he
literally just said, this place is a stable. Nothing here.
No, they're looking. They're looking in
Oh.
the
Maybe it's
storehouse.
this one.
Oh yeah, the storehouse is, yeah. This, all the things that I've found, all the things of note have been found there.
Okay.
That's
You
where
check the place behind the stables.
That's where I found the bag of holding. The bag of holding.
Here's where you found the
No.
bag of holding.
No,
The one you're
Here-
at, Phenom.
here is where I found the bag of holding.
Bag
here-
of holding.
So it's a stable.
And this is the stable that has nothing. And we
what
have
about
not
the
searched
building?
here.
Okay, that's what we were asking.
No, that's
Let's
not
go
what he was
together
asking.
then. Let's go, Hubert Terrell.
Does anyone wish to aid me in a search?
Hubert
I'll aid.
will give you advantage.
Excellent, thank you. That's unfortunate.
You look through this house and you don't really find anything spectacular apart from what appears to be a small short sword, which much like the other magical items you have discovered, has not withered with age.
Identify.
It's just a +1 short sword.
Okay. I take it Hubert has better short swords currently.
Correct.
As does Jubilee.
I would imagine everyone here has better things than a +1.
Heck, I got a +3 short sword.
Yeah, well, this can be fodder to be sold.
Elle's going to take a look at the sword. Does it just look like a regular short sword? No.
It's a +1 short sword.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant, like, does it have any etchings on it? Does it just look like a standard store-bought one that got enchanted, or is it custom-made sort of thing?
The only thing that indicates it being custom made is along the length of the blade, the name Avery is inscribed.
Avery?
Avery.
Hex Avery.
Where's the bag of Holden?
I believe Otto has it, though he did try to pawn it off on me.
Alright.
Hubert left it. Hubert left it in the middle of the ground after Otto brought it to him.
Where did you keep it, Hubert?
Hubert will walk back over here.
I'll head over as well and take a look at the bag of Holden and see if
Bag
it
of- bag
has.
of.
I said what I said, and we'll
Bag
see if
of.
it has any. See if it has any like things on it which shows like any signs of who it used to belong to, any like special stitchings or markings or anything like that.
There are no names on the bag of holding.
Ugh.
I guess it will be forever a mystery as to who used to live here aside from Avery. And Avery doesn't sound like, well, it could be a name of any race, to be honest. Half-elf, elf, human, orc, dragonborn. Definitely sounds human, though. And it was a long time ago, so maybe it's human, but not enough to really tell. Also, are you keeping that bag of Holden?
I will if I am forced to.
Do you need to attune to it?
You do not have to attune to bags of holding, so no.
That would be really rude. Having to attune to a bag of holding that only bags of.
Oh, Jesus. Out that went in my mouth. Ugh.
Oh no.
Alright. Yeah, don't spread insecticide in your own face next time, Phenom.
Ew.
Okay. What was it? What did you say?
No. No attuning.
Okay. I'll take it.
All right.
Bag of Holden's Holden.
Bag of holding.
Bag of Holden bag of. Yes.
A thought has occurred to me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a amulet of you know who in one of our bags of.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we put that particular bag housing the amulet inside the bag of holding?
I don't think it will make a difference, but sure.
It's just that an extra piece of contingency where it's like if someone were to search our things, for example, they would find a bag that has another bag in it.
Alright.
Could be a moment of confusion.
Not so sure about that.
Hmm.
But you'll head over to Scalodius. Scalodius.
Gus,
Sorry.
you are
What
being
was that?
hailed.
Skullos is just sitting in quiet in the room, looking around.
Can you put the bag of holding in this bag of Holden?
I don't believe I have one.
No, you have a bag of Holden. It's what you're keeping the amulet in.
Who said Skullos was doing that? Never. He's always been holding on to it
Yes,
physically.
Scalodius never
Yes.
put it into the bag of holding. You're thinking of Thorgrim. Thorgrim stored his amulet in a bag of holding.
Okay.
Sure
Well,
did.
Skullos does
I
not
guess.
own a bag of holding.
I guess next time we'll get you a bag of Holden and we'll put it in it.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little distracted as of late. Kind of place would have lots of children running around, playing, villagers working to survive together. And now it's just all empty. Just haunting for me to come back to a place like this.
Why?
So I knew of a time when settlements like these were full of life. Now there's just nothing.
Well,
There was evidence of things that were still here, and then the people were just gone.
is that not life, though?
It is life, but was a life that was suddenly interrupted.
You don't necessarily know
Not one
that.
that just.
I mean, look at the evidence around you. Do you see any signs of violence? Do you see any signs of a hasty retreat or anything along those lines?
You saw the wastelands out there. It
I
could have been
did.
a slow withering away.
There
Just
would also
gone.
be evidence of that. There would be graves. There would be some form of yelling out in anger against the dark that would have affected the environment, and yet it did not.
If there was anyone left to yell out.
Meaning that they weren't here.
If a body doesn't have a grave, does it just sit on the ground, or does it just wither away?
Oh my.
If a body withers away on the ground, it's not that it never existed. When a droplet of water hits the surface, there will be reverberations that will spread out for miles and miles and miles. There would be evidence. There would be something. If a body fell into the grass would look different compared to its surroundings. If
That
a
would also-
body was slumped over. Hmm?
There would also be skeletons.
That too. I was trying to be poetic, Hubert, but
I was
that's
going
one.
to say, I was not going to say anything, but yes, corpses or skeleton.
Goliath will just go up to the nearest bedroom and see if there's any evidence of people left, or anything left.
You do not see any evidence of people that may have lived here. You're not sure what happened to them, because obviously someone had lived here at one point, but the only thing you know is they are here no longer.
People just don't up and vanish without there being traces or evidence.
Do you see any traces or evidence of them dying? Or anything bad like that?
That's what worries me.
I'll raise one finger, and then we'll just go forward and poke him in the forehead. If you're going to make assumptions about something, base it on evidence, not a lack of evidence.
As one who's lived through something like this, the lack of evidence is what worries me.
As someone who has caused something like this, it shouldn't.
If there was evidence of some sort of thing and I saw that, I could at least handle that. I'd be upset, but I could handle it. Don't like the fact that that there seems like people were just taken off the face of the planet.
They were not. They left.
I dearly hope you're right, because I do not feel like that.
That
is
does
the case.
beg the question then.
Yes.
Why?
War.
That's a good, yeah. Think about it.
Do you
Rashi
see?
is fighting dragons in this area. Would you stick around?
Well, I wouldn't specifically, but I know some people who would.
Do you think Rashid would stop at a village and not try to raid it to see if anyone was still around?
He wouldn't.
That's another part that worries me. A lack of any kind of blade mark, weapon, or anyone invading. There's just no evidence of anything. And that's
They
worrying.
left because they left Scalodius.
Did they leave? I don't know.
Do you
Because
see
again, we're dealing with
anything?
an Archlich too, and if he had something to do with this, who knows what happened to whoever was here.
Are you seeing anything that people would leave behind? Well,
We're going
something
around in
of-
circles.
Yes. Do you see anything of importance to people here?
Dragon does not easily leave its horde. Nor
You
does
said
it.
that this place has a dragon in it.
My kind were used to be abundant in this area.
Yes, but that doesn't mean they're the only people that lived here. And even then, even if that were the case and it's not easily done, you're not saying that doesn't happen. She shakes her head. But I can see that I'm not going to talk you into feeling any better. The only thing we can do now is leave. So let's go.
Very well.
And north she goes.
Sorry I was gone for so long. Was Otto able to find anything in the little shack that he's near right now?
Did you roll an investigation? Because if you did, I
Not yet.
then you need to roll an investigation.
Yippee.
Is that where all the bodies are hidden?
It'll be funny. He's got a flash of genius because why not?
You find that that was a waste of your flash of genius because there's nothing here.
Fair point. He's going to start heading more north.
North. North. North. North. North. North. North.
George, you head to the water, and the river babbles gently as the water flows quietly in the silent night.
All right. And I'll just walk over to the group then.
And you detect the water being undead. No, not really, though.
Undead water.
That would be fucked up. Yeah, undead water.
An undead water elemental.
That seemed like a scary fucking concept.
Ew.
Electricity heals it.
Yeah, I am just saying it now. We're not going up until Thorgrim and Zug follow us, and Otto. Just in case you start on your bullshit,
That's
Jordan.
Hoppy.
Otto's with you, so
Sorry, Hoppy. We're not going until everyone is coming along with us.
well, Zug isn't leaving until his little gobs get to raid the place. He wants precious metals.
Metals.
Hmm.
Metals.
Beastie will head over and we'll give him 6 unknown potions. There you go.
He looks at them and then looks at you.
What?
What this?
I don't know. It's shiny though.
But I need metal.
It's shiny like a metal.
But it not metal. It liquid.
Yeah.
See? He says, sloshing the potion around.
Yeah, but it's also glass. Can't you use glass for stuff?
Not to make metal.
Maybe you can use it to help you make metal.
Not how that works.
Why not?
Because glass no make metal.
It doesn't make metal, but maybe it can help you make metal, or maybe it can help you make metal.
We're going to continue talking in circles like this. It's going to be theater of the mind.
She's just hoping that eventually he will lose interest and follow them.
He will not. He wishes metal.
Thorgrim will
Okay, hold on.
we'll walk over to Zug and we'll take out something that I've been holding in my inventory for fucking months. A piece of scrap metal that I found in the place where we fought the fucking Jedi and Darth Vader.
Oh god.
Long time ago. I have a piece of random question mark scrap metal that I'll just hand to him. Here you go. Shiny thing.
You just gave this motherfucker Durasteel. Thank you.
Yep.
No, I just gave this man a fucking futuristic ass metal.
He doesn't know what the hell Durasteel is, so like, here you go.
It was crazy that Otto probably could have done something with that as well.
Yeah, he literally just thought of it like just now. Like, fuck. Okay, here you go.
Alright. Well, he will happily take this and look it over as he begins walking. And we can call it here for the evening, because I don't want to get y'all wrapped into something that we can't finish tonight.
Have fun making.
He's also got to think about how this goblin is going to use Durasteel.
Have fun making Durasteel Robo goblins.
Don't
This man's
forget
about
that
to
we're
have a fucking giant, undefeatable goblin army.
don't forget that we're still carrying the Ravager around, Jor.
I know.
And now you've got a Dragonborn who's in probably a place that's gonna give him PTSD with an amulet that's making him a little unstable.
Hey, thanks for watching the video until the end. If you want to see more of my stuff, click on either the vids on screen or check out my YouTube channel. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and check the description for more places to follow me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you.